All right, let's start, dude. How you guys doing? My energy was fucked up.
Really
what do you
good.
want me to do? My energy was fucked up. Now
Focus
it
on
feels
the haircut.
good.
Just focus
Now
on the
it feels
haircut,
good.
dude. Maybe make some muscles for the camera. Maybe
I have my fucking cop heads in full glory, dude. I have full cop head. This thing's made dude, if you do like a chin strap for a trooper hat, it would just by default just fit perfectly right here.
Yeah, man.
I've-
You need some athletic shades.
I mean, dude,
Yeah, you got like keep it going head. Like those are the cuffs that are always out there. Like keep it going, keep it going.
yeah, dude, my hair starts my bangs get in my eyes, and like I have no choice but to be like, and I fucking hate that, and I go chop it off, and you get the big reveal cred.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home. My mommy's gonna see me. She's gonna go, "You got a haircut, man."
You look so handsome.
Yeah, that's what I got to do. I got to grow my
Your
hair.
dad's going to say you look sharp.
My dad, you look
Dude,
sharp,
that's
bud.
what I hated about
Sharp,
having
bud.
dreads. Like all the feminine shit that I had to do with my hair.
Yeah, that kinda
like all the
stinks.
time.
Yes.
Like, dude, there's no manly way to put hair behind your ear.
Actually, I disagree. I think there's a lot of cool ways to do that. I think, honestly, dude, you're
that wasn't the
See,
one.
I was getting you get nice coverage. My bangs, I get full Sean Hunter, so they're in
I have
my
no
eye.
control over this anymore. This is the longest my hair has ever been. Dude, my part moved on me. I didn't do this.
Brittany,
This is just what happens.
Brittany pointed that out. She was like, "Did your part move?" And I was like, "Come on, man." She gives me like a full inspection after a haircut. She's like staring at me like, "Dude."
I tried to drop
Get off.
I tried to drop the part back down to the side, and you just look like a '70s child molester. you look like a library pervert if you try to drop your part. So I have to leave it up there now. I look like a fucking fat
You look
Bush
good.
cover band.
As soon as I saw you, I said, I shouldn't have shaved off my fucking shit. But
wow.
but
no, you made the right call.
yeah, that's, at the same time, I'm like, I needed to go high and tight. I got it in my head that people hated. I was doing stand up and I'd constantly have to move my hair, and I was like, this is pissing
You were
people
thinking
off.
about just whipping it? That's a good
Should
feeling.
have. I should have just whipped it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't have any distractions. My hair starts hitting my face. I'm like,
You know what's fucked up for me is I can't cut this now because I have an Olympics video game that I play with the kids, and my creative player looks so perfectly like me that I
yeah.
can't change my physical appearance. I'm
That's
never going
true.
to get this close in a video game again with a creative fighter.
see, I get like when I get the bangs kind of binocularing my world, I get real forlorn.
Yeah, dude.
I get real like Sean Hunter vibes, dude. I just get kind of like,
dude,
guess.
it's paranoia inducing too. Like constantly having something in your peripheral.
True.
Like your hair, like every now and again, a movement will just like pop your hair. Like, what the fuck is over there?
it's your fucking
You know?
hair.
Yeah, I don't like dealing with that all day long.
My biggest problem is when I get sweaty and like one piece of hair will scorpion tip into my eyeball.
Yep.
That's pretty unpleasant.
Yeah, that stinks.
Other than that, it's all compliments.
Yeah, man. I mean, people get pumped on it, but it's just like if it was long enough to pony, I would have ponied it and kept it pushing. But it's like it wasn't long enough to pony, and I said I need to be high and tight right now.
Yeah.
I
I
need
might
to-
get really, you know what would be cool is getting really skinny and having a ponytail. And
That
just
would be
like
tight.
never getting in the sun, letting your skin get a little bit gray. Maybe get some wireframe glasses. That might be cool.
Like a whale man. You're talking about becoming like a whale man.
Oh, whale man?
Yeah, you go to schools and talk about whales to schools. We had a whale man at our school. That's exactly what this guy did. Word on the street was he was a devil.
You got like a Velcro bracelet.
multiple rubber bands in the ponytail.
Yeah.
That's whale man status, dude.
Man.
I'm not there yet. I do want to grow a long pony, but I kind of like being high and tight and just kind of keeping it low key.
You feel fast. I mean, you could do. I would. The one thing I miss is feeling the wind on the side of my head.
Yes.
This is a little bit helmety, but
It feels nice.
That's all
Instantly, I felt lighter. I didn't have just like shit flopping
this is
around.
good. We've got 3 distinct vibes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We definitely do. I'm all fucking business. I might fire. You guys mind if I fire up my LinkedIn? You guys?
I think you're going to fire us.
No, dude.
Dude, say
come
you
on.
fucking can't. I quit. You can't fire me. I'm walking out now.
True. No, there's no fight, dude. I'm telling you, I'm all fun and games, dude. Don't let this haircut fool you.
Yeah.
I still like having a good time. I just get, dude. I think I have Britney Spears. I just get like so impetuous. I'm like, I'm cutting my fucking hair.
Whoa.
I mean, I didn't freak out or anything, but I was thinking about that today. I'm like, I do this all the time. I grow my hair long as fuck, and I go, I want to cut it all off, and I cut it all off and go like, I wish I had long hair. I'm just a fucking mess right now, guys.
Dude. You know she's going through like a slutty Instagram phase now.
I
right?
might be.
She's.
Oh wait, you're talking about
yeah.
me.
Brittany. Well, yeah, if you're gonna go Brittany, dude.
No, I was thinking about doing that the other day, though.
Just
like,
getting slutty?
just like slowly working in the shirtless pics into my Instagram. You know, like doing it. You know, first like it will make sense the first couple times, and then after a while, it's like, oh, is he doing this?
Or you're like in bed on like an angle. There's some dudes that just live their life like that. They just get hot and like try to send like horny pictures out to the world. That's gotta suck, dude, to see that your grandfather was like a horny picture guy.
That's disappointing. That would be so disappointing for your family.
Did you see the shorts our grandfathers were wearing though? Like every Reddit, like here's my grandfather. All grandfathers were wearing like 2.5-inch inseam, hog pressed against them.
Yeah, dude.
We got to bring it back.
I agree. I totally agree.
If my grandchildren grow up on the internet and they don't have any like, check out how hot my grandpa was, I've failed them.
Yeah,
I have to get twice as jacked as I am. I have to get kind of slutty on the internet so that they can get
true.
Yeah, but those fucking in the bed pictures, like holding the camera up at you, is like when a guy takes a picture like that, I guarantee you when he comes, he arches his back. I guarantee you.
Really?
For sure.
Do you think that's in like when he does? I see what you're saying. Do you think that's like
on his back? He arches his back.
Oh, he bridges.
Yeah, he bridges when he comes.
He bridges when he comes?
Yeah, and grabs the sheet. He
fucks with his legs together. Like he doesn't do a power stance. You know when you're a missionary, you gotta have a kind of a power stance. You can't go legs together and just
So
mermaid.
you're telling me
into
he's a full. It's full nutcracker.
Yeah,
He's in a full nutcracker stance.
He is.
Yeah, or he might just go full body stiff. He might just go like.
Oh yeah.
I might fishing up. I might go electric eel on my babe. I'm due. I'm getting pussy soon.
You're gonna murdad.
You're gonna start coming different.
I might, now that I have a haircut. I'm gonna throw her off.
Yeah. Did you ever start about like thinking about coming different? Like,
Oh, dude, all the time. I always change it up.
oh, you mix
really?
it up? Yeah.
I just fucking.
I'm always trying new stuff.
One time in college, as a gag, I was having sex with a lady, and I started going like. I was doing girl sex noises while I was inside of her. It was pretty funny.
I've tried wigger talk during sex. That was the most disastrous one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? That seems like that'd be hot as hell.
It's the opposite. It's for sure the opposite. Maybe it's me. It's the wrong energy for me.
True.
Yeah.
Miscalculation.
Talking doesn't work. It always ends up like in a giggle fit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you noticed this, but like when you're having sex and there's a lot of giggling happening, like that's when the farts start flying.
Yeah, it's the same stomach muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
You can't have sex, giggle, and not fart. It's impossible.
True. It's also nice though to slide in some giggling and then go full stern daddy and be like, "Stop laughing, stop fucking around."
That's funny.
You think it's fucking funny right now?
Want a joke to you, you fucking slut?
I'm gonna start joking myself.
Is there something funny about me, you fucking pig?
As soon as I started to come, I'm gonna disengage and just go, and just stop coming immediately. I'm
That'd be cool if as you're coming, you're like, and done, hands off, you back up. Like when people finish a Rubik's Cube.
I tried to do tantric,
Stop the
like
clock.
let it get there and just completely stop it, and like, dude, I felt like it almost like hurt my abdomen. So they're like, just come like normal, but just don't let it out of your penis. And I tried that, and it was just like, yeah,
Well, like you tried to hold it in,
yeah.
or you tried to not, like you tried to get to the brink and
I
then
tried to
just stop.
have the orgasm without any fluid
Without
loss,
spilling it.
without any spilling the seed, and it was pain. It hurt.
Yeah,
I was pissed.
I think I did that as an adolescent. I think I tried to because I was so Catholic, I was like, it's definitely not jerking off if nothing comes out. So I would just jerk off and I'd be like, it was a very unpleasant experience.
You're fully edged.
And then some still came out, so I was like, great, well, I'm fucking.
They need to go to Catholic school and start being like, hey, by the way, guys, you can totally jerk off. It's
Please
fine.
crush your meat, guys.
You can
Please
totally jerk off. Don't get weird about it. That fucked me up, dude.
Yeah.
I still have repercussions about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How does
last
it
night.
manifest?
Last night I had a fucking crank one out. I couldn't sleep. I've been having insomnia.
Yeah.
So I'm laying there. I'm like, it's just cum-induced insomnia. I'm just backed up. And I was like, all I got to do is come. I can sleep. And it was like, yeah, is that the best thing, dude? When
You
you
start
be
praying.
stronger-
Like,
when-
listen, God, before you hear about this from anyone else,
Yep.
I had to go to bed.
Look, this is purely mechanical. Your design, not mine. I got to get this stuff. Yeah. No, I've. It's not like I feel bad. I'm just kind of like, I should be able to not do this. And then I'm like 3 hours in bed, like, I need to come.
I mean, that's not how the machine is built. You got to come.
You do.
Like the machine has to come. I did notice though that if my cum isn't the result of, my lady somehow, that I just feel sick. Like even if I'm cranking one out, I have to be thinking about her. I have to figure out a way to like think about her.
Yeah.
As
all guys think about just their girlfriend.
All guys think about your wife.
What are you talking about, dude?
Listen.
Every guy thinks about Angela.
Obviously, dude.
More power to you, man. It's like, if I'm thinking about any other chick when I'm coming, it makes me feel sick.
How would you battle a
rotten.
guy? If a guy came up to you and was like, yo, can we talk? Like, yeah. He's like, look, I don't want to be weird, but I've been strictly masturbating to your wife for the last 3 years. I just want to let you know. I don't want to hold this in. And then they try to be like, there's nothing you can do about it, so you're just going to have to deal.
Ooh, that part I don't
How
like.
do you fight that battle, though?
Oh, man. Until he says there's nothing you can do about it, I might be like, oh, dude, I'm so glad that my wife and I could do that for you. But when he goes like, and there's nothing you can do about it, I might try to pull his head off.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you'd have to resort to something else.
What do you mean?
You'd have to engage him on that level.
Just hold his dick.
I would throw acid in my wife's face.
He's got the memory locked in. You'd have to start jerking off. You'd have to
that
find
person doesn't
people
exist
he
anymore.
loves and cares about.
He's remembering a fictitious person. That
You'd
exist.
have to find people he loves and cares about and get him back. So you'd be like, that's cool, man.
Well, he's probably not married. So what?
No, I would grab
Siblings,
his dick.
mom. You could.
Yeah, just grab his dick and say, "This is how she holds my dick." So now every time he's masturbating, he can't not have me in that.
Whoa.
No, he can block you. It's his fucking.
Dude,
I would hold.
It's his fantasy.
No possible way. You know how strong of a mind you would have to have.
Dude, he would call the cops and they'd be like, what happened? Like, you said he jerks off to my wife. They'd be like, prove it, dude. Prove it.
I would hold him down and suck him.
True.
Like,
just to
dude,
scar
good
him.
luck getting this out of your head.
Yeah,
he'd never attain erection in his life.
He might pretend your wife's sucking him, though. He could just be like, oh, fuck. This is the best. He could fight fire with fire.
Oldest trick in the book.
Because if he closes his eyes, it's just the butterly down there.
True.
Yeah,
that's a tricky thing you can't really do anything about it. Like if I were to call the president and be like, I'm masturbating to your wife. You think I would get you think they would come at me, or they'd be like totally within your right?
God damn, dude. This is a First Amendment issue.
Yeah.
This is
This is a 69th Amendment issue.
It's tough. I mean, how do you take it if someone would be like, yo, man?
You'd probably, your first instinct might be to high five, but then you'd stop yourself and be like, hold on a second. I think I feel challenged right now.
Yeah. Well, it would be, that's kind of strange. So it would just be weird if someone shared that with you. You'd have to be like, all right, like what are we talking? Like handies? What are you simulating? I'd have to know, like, what are you?
Yeah, play it out for me.
Yeah, like spin the yarn.
Yeah.
He's just like fucking.
It's just making you sick because now you're picturing your wife sucking some fucking incel.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm just curious what you guys.
Some whale guy. Your wife sucking some whale guy.
Look, I don't want to start any trouble, but I've been masturbating to
exclusively
to images I hold in my head of your wife.
Oh my god, dude, my fucking. I don't know. I don't know if I should name anyone's names in here. A guy I'm related to told me that when he was married to this lady, one of his friends came to his job to let him know. He said, hey, man, I just need you to know this, and I just need to be upfront with you. I'm in love with your wife.
Respectable.
And I think nothing had happened yet. He was just declaring his intentions. Like, I'm just so you know, I'm in love with your wife.
He told him he had a rival. That was commonplace
man.
Back in the day. You'd be like, you'd find the woman you wanted, and you'd find out who your rivals were, and you'd confront them and be like, just so you know, you have a rival in her love, and it's me. Wow. And you would just go about like showing her who was balling harder and who was better.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you would like sneak away to woo her.
Bring that back.
Yeah, dude. The book Zanoni talks about it. The fair lady has I forget her name, but she has like tons of suitors and rivals.
Dude, dudes must have went.
I think someone trades her for like a
pussy
pig.
back then.
Sorry, what did you say?
I agree. I mean, I totally that makes sense. Like someone traded her for a pig because by the point, like at one point, dudes are just gonna run out of money trying to get that pussy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you need to have like your grandfather would just amass wealth so that you could just be like beat some dude to get him pussy.
Getting pussy was like making rap videos back then. It was like, that ain't their shit. Yeah. That's all rented. They got to give that back.
I mean, wasn't it all arranged? Like, you found another agreeable household.
True, but like you still have to stunt on the girl and her dad because that would like especially towards like the romantic.
I thought girls' dads used to have to like save up to get their daughter fucked.
Depends.
Isn't that true?
Depends on the babe.
The dowry?
Depends on the babe.
I don't know.
If it's like a slamming babe. You got to talk.
I think it
some
all
stuff's
took a
gonna
back seat to like making sure your family got hooked up.
Yeah, but it's also like whoever's because a lot of it too would be like going into, you want to kind of like use your daughter to link you into a sick family, which
Yeah.
that's got to be, I mean, you get people who are like, I need a son. It's like, well, maybe we should start being a little more conscious of how we wed our daughters and
Man,
start
back
snagging
dude,
some. Imagine you have 3 daughters and you're like, dude, I'm going to have like 60 acres, dude.
You used to be so pumped when you had a hot daughter. Back before they invented wiggers, dude, you were so pumped that you had a hot daughter. Now it's just like, please don't get fucking wrapped up with a dude with a neck tattoo. Please.
True.
Please do anything but that. Back then it was just like, oh my God, she's so fucking
I feel like
hot.
now you can have a neck tattoo and it's like,
That's a bad example. Now it's normal.
I hear what you're saying.
Now it's normal. Yeah.
Still, you might still be.
Please don't date a barback.
If you're a pussy,
Whatever you do.
if you're a pussy with a neck, what would you rather have? Like a pussy with a neck tattoo, or like a dude who's really about it with a neck tattoo?
Yeah, you can't. I mean,
Pussy with a neck tattoo is tough.
you spend a lot of time.
yeah.
Like, there's probably a lot of dudes that listen to this that don't have kids. You spend a lot of time like just hoping that if you ever were cursed with a daughter, that she doesn't get wrapped up with any like bad business dudes. But like, it's so much worse imagining them with like a pussy.
Yeah.
A wormy fucking dork.
That would be brutal. How would you stop a bad business dude? Have you thought about this? If a bad
can't.
business dude,
It's quicksand. The harder you try, the worse it's gonna get for sure.
really,
Yeah.
No, know what you do. You befriend him and start inviting him to help you do shit around the house, like heavy.
So you're talking about Gran
heavy
Torino.
labor.
You're Gran Torino in him.
I hope so.
You're Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
You're gonna Gran Torino.
Wait, Sid,
Yeah,
what's your strategy there? Are you straightening him out? Like, are you giving him some structure, or are you trying to wear him out so he can't fuck your daughter?
Well,
He's so
like
tired from
Barry,
hanging drywall that he just can't lay it down.
Well, I mean, in theory, the kind of stuff that he'd be doing, like my kids would have been doing growing up, and when he quits, they're gonna be like, "Oh, what a pussy."
Yeah. Okay.
I would say, fair point. I would say hire a private eye, and you'll catch him doing. He'll fight like cheat or something. You catch him cheating.
Yeah, but when a girl's into a dude like that, cheating's almost cool.
Yeah, you don't want to build something that they have to work on and change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah,
Because like
That's tough
the
scenario.
more horrible shit that you find him doing, like the more he changed for her eventually when she figures out how to make him stop being that person.
yeah, dude. I saw.
Also, the more complicated you make the situation, like there's nothing that a girl who's into that type of dude wants more than like a driveway confrontation that all the neighbors see. Like when you're putting on the fucking show and people are like holding you back while you scream and point at someone, your daughter's just getting so moist. She's so wet.
That's true.
You can't
Stop, guys! Stop!
Stop!
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a
Nope.
fucking.
I'm just
losing
gonna have
scenario.
him in the backyard picking up oddly shaped boulders, grunting weird.
He's gonna be like, "Fuck off, old man! I'm not doing this bullshit."
So he's gonna have to contend with my jujitsu.
But that's what
then.
he's saying. When that dude says like, nah, fuck this, you have to raise your daughter in a way where she's just like, whoa, I didn't know you were a fucking bitch, dude.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not respectful at all.
Yeah, I thought you could fucking.
So
I
disrespectful.
thought you could cut a line without tape. I thought you could paint without tape, dude. My bad.
True.
This isn't what I was looking for.
True. Yeah, that's something I wonder about. But I guess you could like quietly walk up and be like, "Pussy, fuck you, bitch, fuck you, pussy." Just try to get him to snap. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
No, dude, he knows he's got you.
You hit him. No, you hit him with that. Like, I've been jerking off to your mom. I've been jerking off to your fucking mom. Or just hit him with like, "Do you like sex?" And it start being like, "Dude, I'm really kinky, dude. I celebrate sex." He'll be like, "Ew, dude, this is fucking weird." Like, what's your kink? Just curious. You have to out-sexual a badass. A bad boy, you out-sexual him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just make him be like, "This is fucking weird."
Yeah, I do a lot of searching for like stepdaughter and her boyfriend videos.
Dude,
So if you guys ever want to get down, it's just like I'm
Just
cool
dude,
like
just
that.
fucking eating and being like, "Have you ever been caught watching porno?"
yeah.
What was your reaction?
I used to bang this chick in high school in her parents' bed. And anytime it happened,
That's a weird vibe.
I was just like, this is I'm going to have kids one day. This is going to come back to me.
Yes.
Like it was so, like, I was just like, I can't, this doesn't feel right.
Dude, there's a thing with high school age girls where they want to have sex in their parents' bed. It's fucked up.
It's weird.
It's really bizarre.
Yeah, I mean,
same thing in high
did
school. I did the same thing in high school, and it was almost like I don't want to go in there. I was like, no, we're going in this bed. I remember just being like,
Yeah.
I didn't see how fucked up it was at the time. I was like, whatever, I don't care what bed I'm in. Now that I think about that, I'm like, that was fucked up, dude. She was her mom, and I was her dad, dude.
Ew,
Yeah.
man.
We had sex, dude.
Ew, man.
Dude, it is my biggest fear.
That's the final level of playing house. You have to get fucked in your parents' bed. You're like, I'm done playing house. I'm done. I did it. I completed the level. Why do girls want to do that, dude?
Oh man.
I think it's like an animal thing. Like, need to
I
have
could
sex.
not place that.
I think you nailed it when you riffed the playing house situation. I think that's what it is.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think they're avataring.
They're Sims.
Are they pretending that the whole house is theirs? Are they pretending like, oh my God, look at this household I've cultivated while I get fucked? Oh man, I'm so 43 right now. Oh, being a teenager sucks. I can't.
As soon as we would start to have sex, she'd be like, hurry up, I gotta do a bunch of laundry.
That story's about to be on.
I'd get half hard and be like, what is happening right now? What's going on?
Yeah.
That was so funny having sex when you're younger. You're just like,
Still me.
I was talking to Shane today about how gassed we get. I'm like, dude, I'm like fucking gassed when I have sex. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you get sweaty.
heart pound. I don't sweat. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, yes, I do, and I don't sweat often. But like, heart's just pounding out of the chest, and I'm like,
He's probably not breathing. I know you're
I hold
not.
my
You're
breath
not
the
losing.
entire time.
No.
Yeah, dude, you got to breathe.
I'm a big
No,
breather.
actually, I have
I'm a
started to
big
breathe
breather.
ever since I started doing tantric JOIs.
Dude, it's so funny imagining Sid having sex.
Dude, I'm
True, I
like-
thought about that before too.
If you think about how meticulous Sid is with like any kind of physical technique,
I mean, yeah. As far as like breathing and stuff is concerned,
Posture's
I'm very
probably
into that.
insane.
strikes me as a
You got it,
hard
you got
eye
it, 'cause-
contact guy.
Yeah.
Hard eye contact guy. Very eye heavy.
I mean, it's just that wherever the eyes go, they go.
I
You know
do.
what
I'm telling you. I thought about this 2 days ago. I was like,
I'm
I wonder how
big,
sexy Sid gets in bed.
so it seems sexier than it is, but
He's
I'm
all
big,
fundamentals.
I'm big on skin to skin contact. I need to feel as much.
You put the grapevines.
I get it, all of that.
Really?
We get all up in each other.
I have sex like Noriega, dude. I just stand on the edge of the bed. Did you ever? If you watch the movie,
I fuck like an injured contractor. You watch a hip cramp?
do you?
Yeah.
I pulled my groin the other day having sex. Oh, it was a continuation. My groin was messed up. I think probably from skimboarding at the beach.
Were you standing and
Kneeling.
1 foot on the
So
bathtub,
it
1
was
foot on the toilet,
I'm on top, kneeling, kind of in like a
knees together like a mermaid?
no,
Yeah.
knees apart, knees together like a mermaid. That's when
You're a
I was
mermaid.
working. I was working my way up to that. I had knees apart, a nice little triangle, a nice 180 degrees of power going, and my fucking left groin just slipped and went. I was like, oh, and I somehow just jumped back in there.
See, that shit
Taped it
doesn't
up.
happen when you got all that contact.
True. I'm
8
more-
points
I'm
of
more-
contact.
At least.
I'm more of a power base. I like to just be kind of like completely as upright as possible. But
I
mean,
can't. I can't get that vertical. I get pulled down.
I fucking posture up. She pulls me out. I fucking posture up.
Whoa.
I just pass her guard the
Fight
entire time. Fucking,
Hands on the hips, palms under her rib cage.
and then I come and I bend like a bow and arrow, dude.
That would be good with a ponytail.
Oh my god, dude. That's the only way I can come if I feel my ponytail just like tickle my butt. Do you think there's guys who sleep with a ponytail tucked between their butt cheeks?
They look like a bow and arrow.
It's a Wales man's final test, dude. You have to sleep a whole night with it tucked between your butt cheeks.
Oh man.
Someone definitely did that before.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's
after
definitely
the movie
been girl-
Avatar
yeah.
came out.
There's been girls for sure that probably they get like super butt length hair. They probably tucked it between their cheeks and went to bed.
Yeah, like any girl that grows her hair past the middle of her back
Yes.
is doing it for erotic reasons.
And they don't even know it yet too. 'Cause
Yeah.
Some girls do that when they're youngsters.
Yeah.
They go way low. Yeah, true.
Yeah, the girl in I remember the girl in elementary school that would like hump the corner of the desk had hair that went below her butt.
It's definitely a sign of an out of control female libido. Your hair goes down to your butt.
What's the equivalent in dudes?
My haircut right now. There was something about how badly I need to come, and that long hair didn't communicate it. And I went to my hair cutter, and she's like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "Make me look like I have to come really bad. Make me look sexually repressed." She's like, "I got you." Whenever they ask you, like, "What do you want to do?" I'm always like, just like I'm 10 years old. I'm like, "I don't care. Just cut it. I don't care. I don't care. Just do the same thing you do every
caring
time."
about your hair is gay.
Dude, it's crazy. I can never, they'd be like, "How is it?" And I look in the mirror and just be
Forever.
When I used to go to the hair cutter, I'd be butch, and I'd be like, "It's good." And just walk out and be like, "Well, I got to wait 3 weeks." But yeah, I still to this day, 35, I'm just kind of like, "What do you want to do?" It's like, I don't know. I don't care. Just fucking cut it. Just fucking kill me.
When did you get it cut?
Just fucking slit my neck right now. Since today.
Today?
Yeah.
Man, I guess it's cheap haircut. I remember when I was a kid, like the day you got a haircut was probably the worst you could ever look. And then you give it like 3 or 4 days, maybe like a week. I think they covered this on Boy Meets World.
And you're fly as hell.
Yeah, you had like one good hair day, and then it was too long.
Yeah.
It was just cheap haircuts. That's all it was.
Yeah, I used to go. This lady's been cutting my hair for a long time.
Yeah.
Change
Like
your head
when you get a haircut in the black, it's the next day your haircut is like the best it is.
So you got to kind of chill.
Yeah, because on the first day it's like almost too sharp. You can still see like
Gotta
the
let it rest.
lines from the razors.
I've seen that. I've seen when people go like a little too well manicured. You're just like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, you need one like a good 1 or 2 days to let it like settle.
Yeah, true.
Then
What do you do in the
then you're flat.
meantime?
I mean, you just
the
like
rag.
you just
Do
wait,
rag.
just like you just
Hit the rag.
Yeah. I'm a natural wave guy. I never had to wear a do rag. Do people hate?
Can you
like, people
explain
would-
what that means to people who might not know?
Yeah, it's
no
like
idea.
so when you brush your hair forward as a black guy, you get to find out whether or not you're a true G or not. So if your hair waves naturally, you're a true G. If you have to wear a wave cap,
Oh, so they're creating ripples?
yeah, that's why they're doing that.
Dude, that's
Whoa.
crazy. It's crazy how girly black dudes can get. Like,
Dude,
quietly.
it's
Because do-rag, you
insane.
think it's tough as hell. I
What
didn't know
about the
they're-
dudes that like are on the bus with like a wire brush, just like scraping their hair forward?
Yeah.
Are those dudes real or are those? Are they?
I mean, again, they're trying to maintain something that happens naturally in my hair. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't have to
Damn,
brush
dude.
that much to get the wave.
So I thought they were wearing them just to look like Method Man. You're telling me there's like a thing with the hair. So
Yeah.
it's actually formulating those things.
It's a whole process. You got to use a thick grease, right? You put the thick grease on your hair. You brush it forward. You put the do rag on or wave cap, right?
Yeah.
And then you just like the longer you have it compressed under the wave cap, the better, the deeper your waves have the potential to be,
Damn.
right? So that's why you see people with wave caps on all like do rags on all the time.
True.
They're just trying to like.
How come there never took off like a trend where like I don't know, rappers or just like hood dudes were yanking do rags off of each other to like, expose you? Yeah.
I don't know. Somehow that got made gay.
What, pulling the do rag off?
Yeah.
What?
It's like messing with another man's hair. It's like,
That's a tight strategic maneuver.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like-
doing something gay, and if you were to do anything about it, you'd be more gay than me. The council
Yeah.
was like, "This is pretty tough." Okay.
You're fucking up my hair. You're fucking gay, dude.
Yeah.
Get off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just like the idea of it just sounds, ew, you ripping off another man's do-rag? Like, ew. What'd you do that for? Rub your fingers through his hair? Like, why'd you do that?
True.
I kissed him to suck his gold tooth out. Real G shit.
Dude, I didn't know that. I actually did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought they just look cool.
Yeah, nah, me and my brother are natural wavers.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So what would
You
happen
thinking about bringing it back?
Dude, I mean, when I get a low haircut, as soon as the
If
barber
I get a little bit
like
divorced,
takes it low, I already have waves.
Dang,
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
man.
I don't even fucking brush my hair.
Do you have any shortcomings?
I mean, literally, I wish I was taller. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, sometimes I'll like stand on a curb and be like, man, this must be cool. Be that much taller.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really worry about it, but it is crazy to be like 6'5" and just walk into a room and just fucking tower over everyone. It's got to be a weird.
Dude, you have
Reality
like a
don't have
gravitational pull when you're that big. Like you walk into a room and everybody's just like, what the fuck just walked into the room?
Yeah.
You know? It's like, but the only thing I don't like about it is like the townspeople will turn on you quick. When you're a tall guy, like they'll love you right away, but they'll turn on
Well,
you quick.
there's
They all
a
secretly want to see your downfall.
Oh, for sure.
well, there's also a certain type of like shorter dude who like fucking like tries to attack tall guys.
Yeah.
I've seen this
Yeah,
in
they're called
action.
Italian.
That holds up.
Yeah,
That holds up with
absolutely holds up.
yeah, who I was thinking of. But yeah, no, that's actually very true. I've seen it before. Just kind of sitting there and they do like a little elbow toss at like a tall man. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, dude, he's getting too close.
You ever asked someone what their problem was before?
Mm-hmm.
I've never done it.
Daily.
Yeah. You hit someone with like a "What's your problem, buddy"?
No, but I've hit people. What's your problem?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Were you okay? Let me rephrase it. Were you the one that like initiated the conflict with it? Like, what's
No,
your...
I'm just talking about like relationships I've been in. Like, what the fuck's your problem?
That's different. That's different. I'm talking about dude at the bar that is trying to like escalate almost a non-issue, and they're like, "What's your fucking problem? What are you looking at?" Do you ever hit someone with "What are you looking
yes,
at?"
big time.
Wow, that's cool.
I've never done that.
I've hit someone. Yeah, I've done. Well, I've done it only in like if I'm driving a certain way and a pedestrian, or if someone in the car is kind of like giving me a look. I'm like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And it's like, I don't do it now. I've
Whoa,
chilled. I've
man.
chilled. I've chilled in the car. I just have wicked road rage.
Because I was raised by a single black mom, if I notice somebody staring at me, I just start dancing harder.
Do you really?
Yeah. I just start showing out. I just start flossing. Just start stunting on them right then and there.
It's not a bad
Sid's
idea.
never been unsure of what someone was looking at.
Trying to think the last time I
I
did.
just naturally know what people are looking at.
Yeah, no, I've definitely done that. If I'm like driving and someone's doing something, I've hit them like, "What the fuck are you looking at?"
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
I've never verbally.
I've had a lot of
escalated
Out the
anything
car
like that.
window into a car window. What the fuck are you
or a
looking at?
pedestrian too, or a car too. If someone's going
You
like
hit
that,
somebody with a drive-by. What the fuck are you looking
it's
at?
probably just into my mirror too,
Yeah.
or pull up. I had a thing too.
What the fuck are you looking at?
If someone probably usually it's into the mirror. I've had to do a lot of like you goods too. You good?
That's,
You
that's
get
okay.
dudes. You get dudes who do like I get it a lot of times. Like if I'll get like younger black dudes who will like just so disrespectfully stare at Brittany while we're both together, like ogle and gawk and all this shit, and it's like it's on immediately.
Yeah.
I have to be like, "What the fuck are you looking at?"
Yeah.
Or just be like, "You good?" And I go, "Fuck you, you fucking good." And it's like, I've almost the amount of black 19-year-olds I've almost fought. I was at like a street fair like a year ago, and I got up in this kid's face. I was like, "Dude, I'll fucking break your neck."
Yeah.
So happy we didn't
You
fight.
found a disrespectful 19-year-old black dude at a farmer's market.
Just doing like, just doing. It was actually a street truck festival. Yeah, dude, we were walking around. And fucking, the dude was being ridiculous.
Flipped
Like,
his raw honey stand over.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of a casino on an old black man. I walked past. The guy was in a slot machine, and he did this, and he looked at did like a head
Upskirt?
turn. Not an upskirt, but like a butt check from like that.
Whoa.
He was a portly man, so maybe his belly stopped him from getting the full upskirt.
Yeah.
And I like watched it, and I was like, oh, "Fucking asshole!" And Brittany turned around like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And he started being like, "You white mother." And
Yeah.
Wait, who was Brittany mad at? You or him?
him
Oh,
because
okay.
she was just being ridiculous. And then he hit me. He, obviously he threw racial epithets at me.
Which
and then
ones? What do you call you?
He's like a white. He's like, "You white bitch ass mother." Blah, blah. This guy was old.
Ooh.
Oh, he knew not to hit you with the he didn't want to have to get kicked out of the casino.
So he started talking shit, and that's when I called him. I called him fat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I said, "You fat," and then I called him a bad word for a gay guy, very loud. And then
Because you
Yeah.
reached for the N word in your head, and at the last second, you switched. Yeah, been there. He took it real quick. You were going through like a dusty shelf in your brain, and you're like,
he took it racial, and I was like, "Fuck, nice move." And then I was
Wow,
like,
man.
"Well, how mean can I be legally?" And I was like, "All right, here's where we're going." And just, dude, hit him with that, and then he was kind of guffawed, and then it was like,
you grabbed an ancient potion bottle in your brain, and it was one off from the N word.
FF, dude. FF's hard, dude.
Yeah. By the way, pro tip: instead of saying "you good," say "we good," right?
No, I'm the problem's them. I say, "Fucking good, dude."
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing, but it's also like, dude, we good? We're good, right? We're good, right? Like
dude.
we don't have to make this a thing, right? Because like that way they know that like if this turns to chaos, we're going to be doing it together,
True.
right? If you say you good, it's like, hey, you're not going to do anything to me, right?
Wow.
You got to say we good because it's like, yo, we're going to be doing this shit to each other right now. And
I just mad dog, dude. I'm mad dog right
that's
away.
crazy.
Also, I do want to get into just becoming way more sexual when that happens. Just being like, I think that's the move to go. from
Cut your
here.
hair was the wrong move.
yeah,
True.
It's hard to display sexuality at another dude without something to whip.
No, I might go like
also,
full raging short hair.
You should get lip injections.
This might be the time to use your feminine coming.
True. Yeah, I mean it's something I have to stop doing. Like I can't continue this path I'm on.
Yeah. I'm too autistic too. I've never been confident that I had a good read on a situation like that. I always think I'm reading it wrong.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Unless the dude makes even I've been like sucker punched. And I've been like, I think this guy has a problem with me. I freaking suck in this.
The problem for me is like what I don't even care the fact that they're like looking at hers. They're doing it in front of me. So they're basically doing it to me. And I sit there and go, you motherfucker.
They've declared. They've made a declaration to you.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, what the fuck do you think this is?
They're suitors.
The rival.
You're asking for
and
this.
all I do is just spaz. And they're like, what the fuck is this? But yeah.
They're declaring their intentions and you're flipping out.
I will say, and I don't know what the reality of this, but I think when like, if you're like a 19-year-old black dude and like a fucking white guy with top head spazzes, it's just kind of like, what the fuck? What is this?
Because we also have like in black culture, we do look at chicks' butts unabashedly. Like staring ain't declaring. You know what I mean? You're just looking.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's almost more disrespectful if you walk through that casino and black dude didn't look at Britney's ass.
There's a window though, because if it's like a glance, whatever, people do it to let you know they're looking. Yeah. Like stop, turn your body around, and it's just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's dual time.
I always like
it's dual time. That might be why there's so many duels, dude.
Yeah. I always like to, like, if I'm passing like a hot chick with her guy, I like to like make eye contact with the guy, like, dog, good job, and that lets him know, it's like, I'm also gonna look when you guys, when you guys go past, I'm gonna turn.
I stare at the guy and I just go, oh, fuck you.
You know what might be fun is leaning into a "you people." Like a black dude makes his visual declaration. You're like, what is it with you people?
True. Just get really Jewish on him.
Don't even
get
let
really
him
Jewish.
ask, what do you mean you people? You're like, I mean you people. I mean black people. What's up with you?
I should get real.
What are you also stupid?
True, dude. I saw a shirt. Just sound like an old Jew. Like, what is it with you people? And I was like, what is this guy doing right now? I just sung to him, dude. I saw there's a lady in the grocery store recently. She had a shirt and it said black and smart. And I was like,
doubt it.
What?
Doubt it.
It was black and smart. And I was just kind of like sitting there like, dude, that's a crazy fucking shirt to wear.
The only person that would wear that shirt is somebody who believes that the common perception of black is not smart.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh man, this is Sid's main thing.
Well,
this is close to Sid's main thing.
What is my main thing?
He's still on you people vibes, dude.
Yeah.
All right, let's just look up Sid's Facebook posts or Facebook comments.
I've been off of Facebook.
These are like close to like the main thing that you argue with dudes about.
It's your definite chief aim.
What is?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So Sid, like you're constantly in arguments with other black dudes where your position is, and dude, I can't.
Don't let these people speak for black dudes.
I can't even tell the two positions apart. They're so like deep in black culture. I can't even see it. I'm blind.
So what Tim is
Sid's constantly going on Facebook and like, hey, I was talking to a guy, and maybe you guys in the comments can help me. Are black people taught that white people are treating them unfairly? And then like he'll instantly just get like other black dudes like screaming at him in comments.
Retarded black dudes. The retarded black dudes. So what
I was waiting for the
black. I find it absolutely irresistible when I see a retarded black dude trying to kick knowledge. Like, it's always been my Achilles heel. Like, that's the reason people have always wanted to fuck me up, because somebody would like just be trying to like maybe give back to the community by saying something he thinks sounds smart. Yeah. And I'm like, you don't know what half those words mean. Like, I'm in there immediately.
But that's the target audience for a black and smart t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, this lady had it on. It was I was looking at it being like, that's kind of weird. It's a weird choice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm black and smart.
Doubt it.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
But you never seen that before.
Yeah, that was definitely strange. And I was in the way, she's in my way. I had to like get like the little yogurt packets for Maya, and I was sitting there like, so I had time to like study the shirt and think about it. And I wanted to be like, it's fucking weird. Yeah. It's a weird thing to wear. So when you see people wear like money shirts, it's like, you're poor. That's a poor thing to wear.
How do you prove that? Like, what do you?
I should have IQ tested her on the spot.
Right? You should have.
Like, let's see what's up.
Although IQ tests are inherently biased, so
True. Well, I would have done IQ, EQ, SQ. I would have done like emotional Q, spiritual quotient, and then I would have tested her physically. I would have tested all aspects of her intelligence. Put the cones down. Like, all right, come on, go. 6 times 9. Okay, nice.
that would be the best part.
Yeah.
Love game shows.
Yeah. You know what's
Black
funny
people
is
are
if the
great
shirt,
at game shows.
if the shirt said black and agile, you're like, all right, yeah.
Black and agile would be a sick shirt. Dude.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a clothing line like
It
Master
does.
P would make.
Black and agile. Yeah, that shirt threw me for a loop. Also in racially related news.
What was the font before you go?
Dude, so fuck, what was
Cursive
the
and
Yeah.
It
I
was
wanna know
in
the shirt
No,
too.
it was in that
like, drapey?
90s. You know those like save. You know like 90s fuck. I guess like Spike Lee in the 90s. All like, there would be those shirts with like the Saved by the Bell designs, almost like intricate kind of patterns.
yeah, like purple nacho shapes and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was that, and then said like black and smart and kind of like block lettering. So it was like an old school design. It was like kid and play design.
It was a picture of Africa wearing glasses. It was a map of Africa with glasses.
Just go like this.
A light bulb above it.
Yeah, it made me laugh. I went home instantly and told Brittany, I was like, I saw a lady with a black and smart t-shirt. What do you think about that? And she was like, what? I don't know.
Yeah, almost nothing. I don't think anything about it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Why would you ask me?
You're retarded. It's like, I don't know. Like, if you saw that, wouldn't you be like, that's weird? And she was like, I guess. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really care either. I just stared at this lady for 20 seconds to get yogurt, being like, come on. You're
Yeah.
done. Get out of my way. Dude, so we went to a, did a little, what the hell are you guys doing back there?
We're looking up other black T-shirts.
What are they saying?
One says, "Danger, educated black man."
Oh, watch out.
I might get
You
one.
better watch out when you see an educated black man coming down.
danger-
Oh,
educated
this
black
one
man?
says, "Black conservative, free at last."
Oh,
I am
Could
the
you
elephant
order
in
3 of
the room.
those?
There you go.
I'll take it large.
Maybe these shirts ain't so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot
Damn.
of cool ones.
It's crazy how super smart black dudes all have that one hat.
Which hat are you talking?
It's kind of like flat on the top, and like the brim is like curved pretty intensely.
Wait, a Kangol hat?
Is it, no,
No, you're talking about like a short
like
kind
a
of bike
diesel, like the
messenger.
old diesel hat.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah, I know what you're
diesel?
talking about.
Maybe we think of another
It's like a
thing.
short bike. It's almost like a army hat, kind of.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are often like
gotcha,
olive green
gotcha,
too.
gotcha.
Yeah, they all have that shirt.
This militant blacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pointing to their temples constantly.
Yeah.
That's where your brain is, so it makes sense.
Dude, I actually watched a guy dropping knowledge about not eating. Like he's like, you definitely don't need to eat. But he's been doing it. He eats like once every 2 weeks.
A breatharian?
Yes, dude. He's running purely on prana. He's a breatharian.
Yeah.
Dude ruled. That guy fucking ruled.
That's
Was he a black guy or was he
Yeah.
also a regular Aryan?
Ripped ass. Ripped ass.
strictly
breatharian.
breathe. Strictly breatharian.
Yeah, he was a ripped ass breatharian, just explaining how he started it, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I was 180 pounds. Now I'm 160 pounds, and
Yeah. Well,
pretty good.
there's a lot of
I only lost 20 pounds by not eating. It's like, the fuck?
yeah. There's a lot of shit out there. People talking about seeing him eat over the years.
He's a fraud.
Yeah, and they were like being silenced. Yeah.
He was silencing them.
Yeah, he was silencing them. He was
So
silencing
we have to be
people.
talking about the same guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Ripped
sure.
as hell. He's ripped as he's
An old guy though.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So he was saying that he was his like growing up his mom had like multiple refrigerators everywhere. So it was like we were stocked at all times on food. He's like, so I grew up like that, and he's like, I started getting kind of fat. So then he went raw vegan.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm gonna just stop eating. And he was going, he said he was going like a couple days here and there, and he was doing up to like 2 weeks, and he would eat like 1 day a week every 2 weeks.
Well, he claims like he doesn't need food, but every now and again he will eat something for the mouth pleasure of it.
And he was
Pussy.
saying too to bond with his son. Yeah,
Really
true.
pussy.
Yeah.
He was saying he's like, I want to bond with my son, so I'll eat with him.
Dude, he eats,
How
like,
much does he eat
burgers
on that
and
one day?
steaks.
He's got his pig. Dude.
Dude, yeah, I heard. So there was one of his assistants.
He's got
had
multiple
to-
assistants.
Yeah. One of his assistants would go to
Gotta stop
7-Eleven and stock up on like full bags of food for him
What?
to like crush from 7-Eleven.
I thought he was a raw. So this guy's. I mean, he's still. I guess he's fasting. For
I'm
2
a raw
weeks.
Slim Jim guy.
You might be on the raw Slim Jim diet, dude.
Yeah,
Just wait 2 weeks and fucking.
This guy's full of shit. So.
Snap into it.
Yeah, he is full of shit. I mean, if the rumors are true again, this is black conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Can't see him do great, dude. Everyone's got to tear him down. Can't see him not eat.
Crabs in a bucket, dog.
Dude, so we're at this weekend. Go to like a little party. You know, people live around us. Cool people. They have a little they tell us Brittany has a karaoke machine. Like, can you bring it? We're like, yeah, no problem. Obviously, you know, we're down to party.
By the way, my mom, my sister brings cotton candy machines to parties.
Oh, that's
really?
Fun. That sounds like a nightmare to clean up.
It's all right, but like when she brings the cotton candy machine, she thinks she owns the place now. She starts doing dumb
she
shit.
does. At that point, it's her rules.
Yeah, but that's why you like don't bring your fucking cotton candy machine.
Have you told her like, dude, leave the machine?
Yeah, I mean,
have you tried just one-upping her?
True, a little popcorn
chocolate
maker,
fountain,
like a Dippin' Dots dispenser.
See what people really think is up. Yeah, bouncy castle.
Dude, I refuse to ever spend money for the enjoyment of my kids. They're gonna learn how to get pleasure from the world around them.
Do not hand that cotton candy to my children.
Dude, get it out of here.
Get a deflated bouncy house. It's like a kid's sweat lodge. Yeah, so we had we go to this party, we bring over the karaoke machine, get set up, and you know, this is a girl operation. They're all singing, doing their thing. Brittany goes up, does a song. You know, and people are...
What song?
I'm Going Down by Mary J. Blige. That's my song.
She actually didn't. She did Journey. She did a Journey. I think, you know, it was a strategic move. It was.
She's letting you know that she appreciates how deep you're going into black culture by doing that.
I think so. She also likes. She genuinely likes Journey.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, it was like there was like a tight knit group of friends, so they're all doing their songs together. I guess she did a song. She was kind of playing to the home crowd, I guess, a little bit. These were primarily whites, so we go in there and, you know, people like kind of singing along with her, but again, they're like strangers. They don't really know her, so it's kind of like tepid.
They're afraid to sing all the N-word songs in Journey.
Dude. So then the other girl goes up and does Cardi B. And I go,
white girl?
Ooh, yes. I go, ooh, it might be N-word time. Because I'm like, that's a tough, you know, they've been drinking and shit. So Brittany goes up and does it with her. Dude, the first it was a song, Money, slips an N-word out. This girl just lets it, I guess she like she's fucked up. Let it fly.
She was charged by Brittany next to her.
I think so, dude. I think she was just, I mean, she was just in the moment, dude. She lost herself in the music, dude. She probably puked. Dude, it's mom's spaghetti. This was her moment. And she fucking slipped, let one fly. Everyone, the whole place just goes. It's like only like 12 people. But everyone just goes like, just look around. Oof. So then it's like, you know, and Brittany's just like, whatever. I'm like, did she somehow like not notice that? And I'm like, whatever. You know, and again, it's gotta stop. It's gotta suck to like fucking screech the brakes on a whole party and be like, what? So it's just kind of like, whatever, we're singing, everyone's having a good time. Towards the end, slips out another. And I was just like...
In song or conversation?
In song. Okay. Just in song.
Like, before you condemn this lady, it is
I'm not
so
condemning.
difficult.
I was just reveling in how uncomfortable it was.
Dude, it's difficult to self-edit in a song and then keep up the rhythm of the fun and the song after you if you leave out a word.
It's true.
It's not easy to do.
No, it's very hard, and it's also...
That is the number one thing people say after the N-word is, what, I can't have fun? Am I not allowed to have fun?
Yeah. Dude,
I can't edit myself.
I was literally thinking about this when I parked.
Yeah.
Right? How funny it is because, like minorities always fuck with white people. Like, all the time.
Yeah, they do it to me all the time. We almost fight constantly.
Non-stop, right? But, like, you can't... Like, as soon as white people fuck with black people, it's like racist immediately. It's the worst possible thing. And... it's just funny to me, the idea of like some white guy being like, well, we can't fuck with him? We can't just mess with him a little bit?
True.
But it's also like, he's kind of got a point.
I mean,
you can fuck with black people pretty good.
You got to razz them. Well, I mean, it's kind of tough though. If you just start razzing, if the only black person shows up and you start deeply razzing him, people are going to be like, dude, stop. What are you doing? Stop razzing this guy.
Yeah.
And what do you razz him on? I've seen the popular one of like, you're out somewhere and like, it's like summertime and the classic one, they'd be like, put on sunscreen? That's the classic razz.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, come on, man.
But yeah, you just can't go the same way. Like you can, for example, you can make fun of all of the racial tropes of a white person, like all the negative ones, like, oh, you can't dance,
Smells like a wet dog.
yeah, or weird baloney, you know.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, it's you can
I've heard them.
yeah, right. You can say all that stuff, right? But you can't be like, hey, why do black people smell weird? To a black, like, you just can't do the
Yeah.
same thing.
True.
You absolutely can. I don't know. I went to a very integrated high school, and
That was the 90s,
the
dude.
black and Puerto Rican people that I spent my time with reveled in this shit.
Of just go trading back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different. It was a different time period.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
You do that now, it's like, yeah, that was back when just dudes could have fun.
everybody was
Back
having
when
fun.
Dudes were
in
having
the
fun.
'90s.
Everything was so much more fun.
It's insane how much fun we were having.
We had fun was had, dude. We'll get
And then,
back to having
and
fun.
then the worst thing happened. Educated black men.
Well, it depends, dude. It depends if they're Glenn Lowry or Ta-Nehisi Coates. Ta-Nehisi Coates shit's funny because his whole thing was like, yeah, sorry, it'll always suck to be black in America, just forever and ever and ever, and that's just what it is. And meanwhile, the dude's a millionaire. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. Get out of my face, bro.
Yeah, that's the grift, right?
That's a big time grift, dude. It was-
Find a group of people and tell them that it's always going to suck dick to be them. Like they're doing it to white dudes.
As I write this New York Times bestseller, it's just like, dude,
Yeah.
come on, man. Knock it off. Pump the boys up, dude. I'm
Yeah.
all about the boys right now.
There really
Dude,
isn't many people pumping up the boys in the black community
Dude,
right now.
all the boys need to be pumped up. We're
Who's
all about,
the-
we're on to join forces anyway. Dude, I'm telling you, race is falling to the side. It's just going to be how you view the world.
It's gonna be vaxxers and non-vaxxers.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that among other things, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's happening already. Every time I see my mom, she talks to me about Candace. She's like, "Do you ever see that Candace Owens?" And I'm like, "Yeah, mom."
She like her or hate her?
Loves her.
Cool.
Loves her. She's like, she's just. I'll tell you what.
She's one of the good ones.
She's just great. I just love hearing her talk. She's so smart.
She talks so intelligently.
She's so smart. But she is. Do you ever see the Candace show?
Yeah,
Full studio. It's like, woo.
yeah.
I watched it.
I
I was hoping to see some black people in the audience.
It's like
Yeah.
Wendy Williams, but they're just talking about pyramids the whole time.
No, it's-
I love Candace Owens. I love when she's, like the little clips you see of her like crushing somebody,
Owning the libs.
right? But like that show, her own show, is like unbearable. I can't get through
Weird, man. It's weird. The studio audience is a weird touch. I also have a big boner for watching people respectfully disagree on YouTube.
it. Yeah,
Like two people respectfully disagree. I'm like, oh wow.
Oh, man.
I wish everyone could do this right now. I wonder why more people can't do this right now. I
Oh my
fucking
God,
hate the
dude.
internet, dude.
It fucking sucks.
I'm telling you, the lady was like, "How do you want your haircut today?" I'm like, "Can you just slice my fucking neck with a blade? How about that?
Cut my head off, please.
Cut me a fucking zero, dude. Just cut my fucking neck open and just throw me in the trash compactor." I was bugging out on
Dude,
her
there's
last
nothing
night.
worse than like when someone wants to show you something and it's on Reddit and you get like to the longest comment chain and it's just people like piling on to the worst joke you've ever seen and it's just people like, wow, didn't expect to laugh this hard on the internet today, sir. Maximum lollers to you. Well, now
Yeah, man.
people giving each other props for the gayest shit you've ever seen.
I mean, that's tough. Then you get fucking dudes who get totally negative on everything. That's all, dude.
I'm closer to those dudes if I'm being honest with myself.
I think I hate both. I hate my fucking
Both
self.
suck.
I hate
suck.
my fucking haircut.
I'm gay. I'm gay. Everyone's gay.
I had a thought today that I think what's going on the internet and abroad is, and I think we all do this. We all do it subconsciously. We're all constantly trying to frame reality in little ways where like we're winning all the time. Even if it's like a daydream, like, dude, if that fucking guy fucking said something to me, I would like fucking like definitely get in his face.
Oh, here's my victory condition.
And then so we do this in our heads all the time. But I think with comments, you can now get that juice from like you like watch a thing and you frame yourself as like being like, I'm better than this thing, and then you explain why, and you're just like, yes, I'm winning.
That's why I'll never take a position on the internet again.
Yeah, it's tough.
yeah.
The only position you can take.
Aside from saying that Primus is for retarded dudes, I will never ever share an opinion on the internet.
I think the only thing you can do is just be pumped on the boys. The boys. Did you see? I was watching this Australian rapper, dude. That's the only thing I can watch online now.
What's his name?
Spanian. Here's a fucking yawn, dude. He's so funny. I was hanging with the boys.
You ever fuck with Kieran? I think his name's Kieran J. Callanan.
No.
That's a wild. You remember that meme video of like the cowboys screaming over a mountain, like it was from a music video, where it's like
kind of. I kind of remember that.
that guy's cool as fuck. He's all about getting pumped up.
Really? That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just want to get.
It's a
pumped,
shame
man.
that Australia, I think, is being taken over right now. They're like shooting people in their houses for not getting medicine or whatever.
Dude, I've heard that, and some people are trying to say like, no, that's not even real. I think there's like a lot of difference between the different areas. Dude, I also heard that in Australia they have a rule in certain areas that if you have anything,
They're making you fight a kangaroo if you won't get the back.
True. Dude, they're saying if you have, say I had like a brand new cell phone on me, when my brand new cell phone comes in the mail and I leave my family, if I had a brand new cell phone on me, the cops stopped me, they could search me and be like, where's the receipt for your cell phone? And if I can't produce a receipt, they can presume that I stole it and then lock me up.
There's no way you have that right.
Yeah,
It's
everybody's walking around with fucking dossier of their paperwork in Australia.
This law was in effect before like everyone was using like smartphones and shit. So you like the guy Spanian was talking about it, how he fucking he had an iPod. And they were like, "Where's the receipt?" And he's like, "Dude, I was in jail
You
for
getting
like
this third hand from an Australian wigger?
3 months." Yeah, dude, he's I'm telling you, that guy, he's telling the truth.
Maybe he is. I don't know.
I
just want to disagree.
The stakes
about
are
this.
too high, dude.
There's no way I want to accept this.
The stakes are too high. But what I have heard is it differs in different territories or states, whatever they have.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Aborigines don't fuck with paperwork that heavy.
That's probably why they have a law. Why do you think it was more time to do crack cocaine than powder cocaine, bro? We're doing this all around the world. We got this figured out.
Do they still call them black fellas?
Do they call them black fellas in Australia?
Yeah, it's like black dudes in Australia. I think we're called black fellas.
That's
Or
kind of
maybe
nice.
the Aborigines. I don't know.
That's kind of nice.
This might be a horrific word that I'm saying. I'm not sure. I thought it might
you
have
gotta be
been
tough with Australian slang, New Zealand
Yeah.
slang.
Yeah, because
I
sometimes
think I heard someone
seems
saying it
cute.
during a haka or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's you could be
'Cause
saying
like
you could
black
be
fellas does
I
sound.
don't know why I
cute.
asked Sid if they're
Probably
calling
female
Australian
sexual
dudes
stuff.
No, there's not. There's a racial slur in Australia. You just shorten Aboriginal, and apparently that's a
An
Abbies?
Abby,
no. You guys are getting warm. You're getting warm.
Ridgies,
No,
Aber,
Ginnels?
no. Close.
knees, Ginnies,
No. You just literally, it's the first 3 words. It's the first 3 letters.
Abo.
Yeah. You said it, not me.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That did sound ugly.
that does.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah. Spud didn't know. Spud said it the one time, but he thought it was he was dating a girl who was Aboriginal, and she would say it all the time. So he was like, "Oh, that's He's like, I can't have fun.
Can't say the A word?
He was just tossing it around like that was it. And yeah, someone was like, "What the fuck, man?" And he was like, "I didn't fucking know."
Oh man, I can't wait to.
Blackfellas. I feel like that's friendly though.
Was black fellas bad or good?
Do they?
Apparently, it's hand in hand with Aboriginal. They call Aboriginals blackfellas or the A slur.
So is blackfellas like the step between the proper and like the
Is that a healthy compromise?
hard slur? Yeah.
I'll keep looking. Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, you could do
Black
black fella too.
What
black
fella?
Black fella. There's a lot of different spellings.
Sounds so pleasant though.
Get canceled if you say black feller.
It sounds like really nice.
Yeah, black fella?
My buddy is a black fella.
If that's a slur, it's the most pleasant one.
Yeah. That's Australia, man. Australia's crazy.
What's that
Australia gangster rap's crazy to get into.
called? I can't. Australia is not real.
That's a
Australia
fair
does
point.
not
That's a
exist.
fucking fair point.
Australia is a TV show, essentially.
Yeah, you're telling me it's a primarily white country near like Antarctica?
Yeah,
That's all It's like, yeah, I'm with you on that, dude. I don't think it exists. The flight's 24 hours. It's like, dude, you're just flying all the way around the world and landing in Canada. Knock it off. Knock it off. I know what you're doing. I know what the fuck you're doing. That's a fair point. Did
Australia is just Canada.
Oh shit! Here comes tourists, guys. Come on, let's drum it up.
yeah.
Soft A?
Which
Just found out that the Aboriginals call themselves blackfellas.
Oh,
No,
so
I
you
didn't
can't
know. I didn't-
get in on the. They call themselves blackfellas.
Yeah, with the soft A.
That's kind of chill.
It's going to
Yeah.
fuck me at karaoke. I'm hitting up my Spanian jams.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that was an interesting thing to behold. Just watching that, it was fun. I was just watching the whole, everyone just kind of just moved past it. And then it's funny, that wasn't even the biggest thing. Then the dog of the house, the people's dog, just randomly bit some lady's finger. That was pretty interesting to see too.
Wait, where was this? The party?
It's a little party, yeah. It was like the small rooftop,
Soiree almost.
Yeah, a little soiree, dude. And dude,
And there was a dog bite?
The dog. I've seen this dog all the time. He's just a crazy. It's like a pit mix kind of dog. Sweetheart.
Pit mix? That's not a little dog bite.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it was just like a nibble from him. He didn't lock, but it was like, dude, out of nowhere, he just went, and this lady was like, and dude, like she was fucked up.
Did it leave a mark? I mean, like,
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
If a
If you
shark,
play Cardi
if a
B
shark
around
was
a dog,
present, it would have been tracked. That's all I'm saying.
If a pit bull hears Cardi B, it's biting a human
True.
every single time.
just kicks in. It's like, It's a fair point. The people might have been irritated by like the fast, warlike tempo of the rap music.
Yeah, I don't like pit bulls.
I love pit bulls.
I
dude.
hate pit bulls.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they got a bad reputation, but they are cuddly dogs.
They're sweethearts, dude.
Yeah.
This one is, fucking.
They're statistically they're like disproportionately responsible for too many bites.
Well, it's not them, it's their culture.
Check out the proportion of dog bites.
They're like 13% of dogs, but they account for like 90% of bites.
Look up like the American Kennel
I'm just
Association
goofing around, man.
statistics.
This is.
I mean, you're just channeling the spirit of Larry Elder right now,
These
dude.
are just
Yeah.
stats.
These are
Also,
Larry Elder
I was
stats.
thinking about that stat today, and I think it's erroneous the way that it's said, because when you're
The pit bull one or the human one that I'm
just
joking about?
yeah, the human one that you're joking about, because the way that we talk about these stats goes against logic, right? So if you say, like, when you compare the stats, like black people get shot this much, white people get shot this much, see, this is racist because black people get shot proportionally more. But you can't really make that comparison because people aren't being shot because of the color of their skin. It's like, so are white people being shot because they're white? No. Well, then
Sometimes.
the comparison doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, to say 13% of the population is responsible for 50% of the murders, which is the statistic, I believe. Dude, it's way more insane than that, because it's only the percentage of people that are killing people.
Yeah.
So it's like a way
It's like
smaller
3%.
percent.
I've
Do you know what I
seen
mean?
Elder
It's like,
hit. Have you been
dude,
watching
it's
the Elder
insane.
interviews?
Not
where he
yet.
talks to the press?
No. Well, I've
There's
only
like
the
an
one.
hour of him just
Yeah.
fielding
Wait,
questions.
I couldn't gather your position from that.
Well, but basically, we're saying it's not 13%. It's actually like 3% of people are responsible for.
50%.
The sample size is too small.
No, the sample size is too big because
Yeah.
it takes into account that like
You can't use the whole population.
out of 13%, there's only 3% of that population are
Because
Yeah.
so it would only make sense to use the whole population if the people that are committing the murders are doing it because they're black.
I think that is what a lot of people are saying is true.
Yeah, I think it's mostly young men. So then when you take, it's not really 13%, it's like 3%. That's how
Yeah.
that's how I understand.
But also too, it's like they're not. I mean, again, it's because they're young men. You know, it's like more because they're young men than it's because they're black.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's because they're angry. They're fucking they didn't like have the proper guidance for their anger through their teenage years.
I'd say it's a poor decision. Like,
Definitely.
I'm gonna murder that fella.
Yeah, murder that black fella.
Murder that black fella.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a horrible idea, dude. It's just it's just a bad thing.
It's just we throw those statistics around very disingenuously because we don't use them properly.
I mean, it's crazy. It does like geek me out to think that, especially like in America, there's a ton of people being like, tomorrow I wake up and murder that guy, and it's like, what the fuck? And then being like, oh, and that guy's like, within certain circles is like cool. Not even just cool, like cool on like a
Most cool.
Like how many
Yeah.
days in a row can you want to kill a guy and then do it?
I get a 30-second window. I'm like, fuck. But even that, I've chilled on that.
Yeah.
But not
I don't think
fucking
I can
around. I'm not homicidal. I'm just
I
kidding.
don't think I can make it a whole day wanting to kill a guy.
Wanting to kill a guy?
Like a whole day, wake up the next day and still have it in me. I don't think I
Yeah.
can make it a whole day.
I mean, it's not even so much like you don't want to kill him. It's just you get in so much
You'd
trouble.
have to not come between the initial idea to kill the guy and actually
Yeah,
killing
as
him.
soon as you call me, it's over, dude. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking killing that guy.
Yeah, even if you still wanted to kill him, you're just like, that's a level of effort that I just don't have in me anymore.
Yeah. I mean, that's I don't know. That's definitely, it's just crazy, dude. I mean, dude, I think like a bunch of people got shot this weekend. It's pretty wild. It's wild to think about.
Dude, on the way here, somebody was shot.
Really?
On Susquehanna.
I parked in
and,
front of a roadside memorial.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking bizarre, dude. It's definitely weird. The problem is you get people who get kind of like, they revel in it. They're like, "What? Out of nowhere, let's make Chicago. It's fucking horrible. It's like, what the fuck are you talking? We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's going on over there? Like, I don't know. A lot of gunmen. Gunmen shooting each other.
This is an energy that I'm not having fun now.
True. We're talking about murder.
Yeah, we're talking about murder where we live.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not fun. I mean, it's not the funnest topic, dude. But like, you know,
We're not going to make any progress here.
True.
Let's go back to joking about dog.
stat.
What's that?
Yeah, I was killing time for fucking Gardini. Gardini, why'd you make us talk about murder by race?
You guys are breaking it down. I didn't want to interrupt with this.
You can always interrupt that.
The Dachshund is the most aggressive dog breed.
Fucking knew it.
20% of dog bites on strangers are committed by Dachshunds. Pit Bulls are 7th on the list with 6.8% of dog bites on strangers.
What's 2 through 6?
Chihuahuas below Dachshund.
Chihuahuas are vicious.
Yeah. Okay.
Australian cattle dog, border
That
collie,
doesn't exist.
beagle,
They're getting bigger
Jack
as
Russell, and then
dogs.
Pit Bull.
What's before Pitbull?
Jack Russell Terrier, Beagle.
Pitbull's the
Border
first one on the
Collie.
list that can actually damage a human.
Well, that's
Dachshund,
the thing.
did
The
you
rest of them are like
Pitbulls-
getting bit by gerbil.
Oh,
Well,
you
no,
get
the
bit by a
Australian-
weird dog, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll tear you up, dude. That long body, dude.
God,
It'll-
yeah. It's like, yeah, because a dog has to lock on and then start backing it up. Dachshund's got too much
Getting
ass.
bit by my dachshund's like getting bit by a shark, dude. It's like, oh, they can take you
Yeah.
under, dude.
Yeah, forget the first 6 positions on that list.
Well, that's the thing about it is pit bulls are more likely to bite other dogs. They're in the top 3 for that.
That's fine.
Yeah,
It's dog stuff.
They dog on dog crime. Pit bulls commit 22%.
What percentage of dogs are pit bulls? And are they biting them because they're pit bulls?
Pit bulls don't like shepherds and dogs with long snouts. I've noticed. There's dogs from like, let's say the Spitz family versus like a pit bull. They see each other and they fucking hate each other. The Staffordshire bit a husky at the dog show.
I don't know what it's that. I don't know dog
pit
breeds.
It's a pit bull. It's Jackson. Jackson's
Actually,
the
half the time I'm looking at a pit bull, I have no idea. I don't know shit about dogs.
Fair enough.
I'm just I'm right now. I'm like backtracking because I know the comments are gonna be like, "Oh, actually, Butterly's way off base on pit bulls." I'm a fucking.
Nah, you'll get.
This is all I care about.
You'll get the mix of this. Like they suck.
Yeah.
They're good. Blah blah. I want to talk about these Mississippi water dachshunds. They'll pull you in. If you're floating on the Mississippi, there's dachshunds that lurk like crocodiles. They lurk like crocodiles.
Oh,
in the
freshwater
Mississippi. Freshwater dachshund. They lurk, dude. And they come out and fucking.
Oh, I was looking up
They'll pull your
hippo
kid. They
attacks.
get like kids. They'll pull your kid right in by its trousers.
They're like the tiny dinosaurs from Jurassic Park 3. I was looking up hippo attacks. Those are cool.
Oh, they
Hippo.
bite you in half.
They chomp everybody.
Do they?
They're the best. Yeah, hippos rule.
Fuck, I wish I fucking
They
TV
they
worked.
toss around like hyenas and lions and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they flip boats and fuck up everybody on the
I've seen a
boat.
bunch of videos of them like saving antelopes and shit from like crocodiles. They'll get in and just start tossing crocodiles around. Hippos are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's if you want to get super duper high and just enjoy yourself, check out some hippo attacks.
Do they munch like a frog? Is it just like one bite and they just chill with the other half of you hanging out of their mouth?
Yeah, well, yeah. So they open their mouth like it's like a floor to ceiling window. It's so big.
What?
Yeah, like they fight rhinos, and rhinos know what to do because the rhino squares up, and the rhino's head
Horns
is inside of
their
the
mouth.
hippo's mouth.
And horns up.
Well, no, they don't. They're just like, this is not a
Stalemate.
great situation.
They're both
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah, rhino backs up.
And the hippo's like, all right then.
No.
Be on your way.
And growing up, I always thought rhinos were like battle hippos. They look like hippos wearing armor.
True.
That's probably not. They might not even be anywhere near each other. But
Yeah.
dude, look up some fucking hippos tossing lions around. That's fun.
That's all I know about them. That, like, I think I was talking to a guy. There's definitely things you hear from like a laborer on a job. He's like, a hippo will bite you in half. And I just repeat every time I hear about hippo bites, I'm like, yeah, I think I'll bite
Well,
you
yeah.
in
So
half.
I was talking to a friend last week. They are like the most deadly animal in the world, but they're like 10th on the list behind like a bunch of insects. Like the mosquito kills more humans than any others. But like out of all the animals that people are afraid of, you should be more afraid of hippos.
I see,
Outside of, like,
out of like an actual bite for bite.
yeah, dude.
They're the number one.
Man, they're awesome.
Because you got to think they're fun. I was raised to believe that hippos are like all fun and
They're
games.
always smiling in cartons.
Yeah, I was like, these guys
There's
are-
never been an angry hippopotamus in a
Or
cartoon.
doing ballet.
yeah,
They're nimble. They're light on their feet. I love hippos.
it's graceful.
Always flicking their ears around like very flirtatiously.
Yeah, in love with another hippo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was saddening when I found out that they were just like biting
Motherfuckers.
people in half.
Yeah.
They're worldwide motherfuckers.
True.
Yo, come to think of it, you don't really see a lot of interspecies coupling with the cartoon hippos.
There's a bird that hangs in their mouth and picks their teeth.
That's a symbiotic relationship. That's a homie.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
Yeah. Like anytime hippos are coupled up in the cartoon, it's always with another hippo.
You're saying
What are some prominent interspecies couples that you're thinking of?
So I was thinking of one immediately. It was like Goofy wasn't with another dog, was he?
Goofy
He was with a goofette, right?
Was there a Goofette?
Yeah.
I thought he just rolled solo. No, yeah, because Daffy had the.
Well,
Goofy's got a son.
So we'll
I don't know
start.
what I mean.
Roger Rabbit. That's probably the
dude,
most famous one.
You're gonna get me hard. With the
Yeah.
babe, who's the babe rabbit?
Jessica.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Goofy was with a cow.
Told you. See.
What?
Yeah.
Cow.
Wow, good
Is
one.
it? What's Goofy?
Yeah.
Goofy's a dachshund.
Yeah, he's a Mississippi dachshund.
He might be a Mississippi water dachshund, dude. Dang.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
two.
anyway.
All right, well, you've already proved your point. Good job, Sid.
I didn't know we were talking cartoon animals though.
Say what?
I thought we were talking about just animals in real life, like teaming up and having fun. I was like, to answer your question, I saw a bull chilling with goats this past weekend. So
A bull with goats?
yeah, bull was hanging out with goats.
We're talking about fucking.
Oh,
Yeah.
no animals. Yeah, they cross species. They don't cross species. Fuck. Donkey and I think like a mule and a horse fuck, and they create like a donkey or something. A mule is when a donkey fucks a horse.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, Carney,
Yeah.
pull this up. Dude,
No one knows. Noah like majored in horses for like a semester.
animal husbandry.
Equine science.
So,
You trying to fuck some chick?
But that mule can't replicate, right? You always have to have
Yeah,
donkeys.
no, they're
fuck with-
sterile. Yeah,
Yeah.
mules are sterile. Most hybrid species are sterile.
Okay. So really,
Yeah,
it's fucking weird.
because they wouldn't reproduce in the wild.
That's true.
Wait. Wait. You just said that as if that made
Well, can a mule
total
fuck a mule?
sense.
It did make. What do you mean?
What do you mean they won't? Like, what are you talking about?
Because they don't. They only breed because humans make them breed. Usually, they don't like live in the same like areas.
Could
you know?
they
neighborhood.
reproduce?
Yeah.
If you got a girl mule and a boy mule, could they make another mule?
No, mules are sterile.
What?
Yeah,
They can't spawn.
What the?
yeah,
What the fucking heck?
yeah.
They can't have. You have to always. They just get like
You just need to keep like reproducing like donkeys and horses.
what? And then you have this. They make a thing called a mule that's just like a temporary being, and we just
Wait, a
force it to-
mule's not a donkey?
no.
A donkey and
Dude.
a horse.
What does that mean about
I feel so stupid right now that I'm getting
Exactly,
lightheaded.
because
tigers can't have babies either?
They're usually like autistic as well. They
Mules?
no,
I
ligers.
was gonna say mules are stubborn.
yeah,
as
but
hell.
are you
Yeah.
you're telling me you're telling me tigers and lions don't have any cross territory?
Tigers are in Asia. Lions are in Africa.
Oh, well, they could.
Yeah, but they're
They can run fast.
Yeah, there had to be some sort of land bridge cross pollination between tigers. They're the same skeleton. They have the exact same skeleton.
Well, you're going back in the fucking fossil record now. We're talking. What have they done lately?
Well, it's like not really. Well, tigers are like completely like solitary animals.
Well-
They wouldn't even be mingling with a pride of lions.
I'm gonna do you guys one even better. You're both wrong. All right. let's stay to mules. No, I had a tragic animal story. My babysitter's roommate. They both adopted cats, and her roommate adopted a cat from like some shelter, and they spay the cats before they give them to you. And apparently they fucked up the age of the cat. So this was actually, they thought it was like a younger cat. It was a senior cat. It's an old cat. And apparently when you spay an old cat, like they die. It like fucks them up. So they were like, here's your cat. And he just instantly got sick as fuck. And they were like, what the fuck? They brought it to a vet. This vet, like, this cat's like 10 years old.
That's oh my god.
It's just like, imagine being like at the end of your life and someone cuts off your
The
jet.
cat probably killed himself.
Goddamn camera shut out. We heated up this room too hard. Let's go to the page. What you guys got?
Dude, I was watching a video about the cat getting spayed.
Oh.
Reminded me. I was watching these videos about eunuchs in like China in the first 1,000 years of Chinese empires.
You need a lot of unit. Well, dude, let's slide in the page.
Okay, cool.
Dude. You guys have anything?
I think your listeners have like a higher standard for history talk than I'm capable of. But I was very fascinated by this.
Slide it in the page, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys want to like say anything to people and be like, hey guys, look at this fucking
Yeah,
thing.
check out Two Jack Bros. We just started having guests. Matt the Shaman, Matt McCusker was our first guest.
No
And,
longer, dude. Now I'm the square. Matt the square McCusker, dude. Matt the fucking cop. Any of you guys bring me weed after
Detective
a show, I
Matt
will
McCusker.
call the fucking police. Weed gummies, they're still illegal. I'll call
Constable
the
Matt McCusker.
police. Nice. Two Jack Bros.
Just listen to Dad Meat. I love you guys.
Hell yeah. Also, September 22nd, come to Helium.
Oh, hell yeah.
Please. My whole family's going to be there. They're going to fucking make fun of me. Please come. That's it. Thank you, guys. Let's go to the page. Hell yeah. We're live and rolling. Hell, what's up, guys? What's up, dudes?
What's up, y'all?
Michael Rainey, John Del Calo. What's
Thank
up,
you
bros?
for having us, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Fucking my goddamn pleasure, dude.
Dude, we can't get enough of each other lately, John.
Yeah,
I know.
dude. You guys have been
Get
doing
back in
Little
here,
Rascals,
doing this
bro.
again. Yeah.
Dude, shit fucking rules. So hit the idea for the people.
All right. So Little Stinkers is basically like
Little Stinkers might be.
I like Little Rascals better.
Yeah,
So
we might change it.
So from now on,
I'm a fucking idiot, guys.
basically what Little Rascals is, it's a bunch of badass kids.
It's one trench coat and 3 kids.
Two of them are probably sucking the other kid's dick.
That's why I don't say anyone's name either. I meet a guy, I'm like, hey, I'll take an attempt at their name. And they're just like, what? And I'm like, I call people dude from now on.
Dude, but we're having the time of our lives with
Little Stinkers.
Yeah, but basically it's
Little
just
Rascals. Am I fucking 50 years old? As a comedy skit, you guys got Little Rascals. Go ahead, talk about it.
we've already done Alfalfa 3 times. It's just a real motherfucker.
Buckwheat
So
next
you spotlight serial murderers.
Dude, it's just fucked up people that have done fucked up things who also happen to be very funny. Like last night we did a mob guy. That was like our first break away from serial killers.
Gotcha. Well, they technically are. They're just glorified.
Right, yeah, that's
exactly.
true. Yeah. I mean, he probably did kill a few hundred people. So
He's
He
a
is.
different league of like, he's doing it for money. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
he
It's not
sold
for the
out.
love of
He
the
sold
game.
out. He
Yeah.
sold out. Yeah, he's a sellout.
but we're having the time of our lives. We just switched over to doing them weekly. So I get to see this handsome devil. I wasn't trying to hold your hand, dude. I was just
Okay, yeah.
pointing to you.
I know.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, when I heard about him, I'm like, damn, that rules.
Yeah, he's
So
perfect.
good.
He's perfect for it. And Jake Matera does a podcast with us,
Yep.
and he's super fucking funny. And
I
he's been,
saw you guys eating. What the fuck are you eating? Cheddar,
my God.
it's
cheddar
disgusting,
apple
dude.
pie.
Yeah. So,
Well, you said that like you know what it is.
have you ever tried it?
No, I've heard of it before. It's pretty
Right.
common in Southern fare.
Okay, I know I've heard of it before, but
How'd she taste? I saw you're not much into trying new foods.
right, exactly. I'm already like a picky eater.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it, but they made me.
What's part of your diet regimen? Like what's in your like
A
day
lot
to
of
day
McDonald's.
wheelhouse?
A lot of McDonald's.
You eat
If
McDonald's?
If I'm passing the McDonald's, it's
Really?
gonna be $7 easy.
There's
No
like toll
question.
booths for you. You're like, God damn it!
Ah man, I just spent $7. Why
It's got a McEasy Pass.
They should do an easy pass where you just go in. They just like kind of look at you and like, hey, give them this. And you're like, 10 miles an hour. So you're hitting fast foods.
Not often. Only if I'm driving past one.
Every time I see, yeah. So every time I see this motherfucker, he's got a bag of shit.
Well,
Oh,
it's
so
been
you
once
keep-
a week since I've been going to his place.
So there's some cold fries somewhere in your car at all
nah,
times.
we just get that shit detailed, dude.
Really?
Trash is out as soon as I'm done.
Damn, those African gentlemen are probably munching when they detail.
Yeah, they made about $5 in fucking coins and
Yeah.
100 in fries.
Going in his fucking car, it's like an American blood diamond.
Fresh off like a 3,200 kilometer walk from like Sudan to Kenya, and they hit your car, and they're just like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude! This place rules." Does it have fries laying around?
They stay good.
They do,
There's fucking videos of cheeseburgers aging for years.
dude. My Spud found I think the top of a biscuit somehow from like a McDonald's sandwich.
Yeah,
It just sat there for maybe months.
ate it.
He munched.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe he munched. I don't want to lie on his name, but I believe I took just to prove a point. I think he munched.
I believe it.
Put butter on it or anything? Microwave it? Just
Nah, I think he was just mad dogging. Again, I know he found this. Whether or not he munched it could be it could be this dark chocolate coursing through my veins. I think he took a bite.
I would.
My brother,
You got to know.
I think I'm going to say he took a bite, but I'll let him. He'll correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll come right back to you guys and let you know.
A biscuit should last less than 3 days
Yeah,
for
dude.
being good.
Should
So-
mold.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
they put like NASA chemicals in it.
yeah.
That's all the astronauts eat. Big Macs. It's just Big Macs.
Man, if they get McDonald's breakfast, I will become a fucking astronaut because I haven't woken up in time for that in years.
Really? Yeah, you sleep in. You sleep in late.
I do. I'm a lead sleeper.
So is this what you tell? What do you tell your doctor when you go to the doctor? It must be like
good one.
They must get pissed.
Dude, the last time I went to the doctor is when I tried to tell her I had gout. And she was like, "No, you don't. Get out of here." She's like shutting the door on me. I'm like, "Is it the shoes I'm wearing?" She's like, "Maybe. Don't come back."
You had it though.
Yeah. Gillis
what is she?
diagnosed me.
Did he?
He did diagnose me.
He should be a gout doctor.
He already is. One is all it takes.
So he was like, "That's gout."
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Sometimes your foot really swells up, your big toe. Mine never really got swollen, but like the pain was a 10 without a doubt.
What?
You look like a gout man.
Yeah. I've been waiting for it to hit me.
You look like a gout back steakhouse, dude.
The blooming big toe.
So yeah, your toe was hollering.
Yeah.
Your toe was hollering.
Screaming. It happens at night, so it's just like at one point the weight of the sheet on your toe was just like too much.
Did it get better? Did it get bad enough to where like you took your shoe off and you had to describe them as dogs barking?
Dude, you can't even touch it. Like if you touch it gently, it's fucking god awful.
You got a limp. Does it just come at night? Is it like a sundowners thing, or is it just like all day long?
It waits until you're not fucking.
And you know you're fucked. So it came on out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it came on after
9/11.
30 years of 30 years of McNuggets and beers. And that's what it is. It's like eating shitty food and alcohol.
Yeah.
Is what really does it. Like the day I like thought I had it, the day after Shane told me I had it, I ordered like a salad for the first time in my life. Just like sadly eating mozzarella cheese and fucking
just limping in the Salad Works line like I'm gonna turn it around.
It's like a foot attack, dude.
So does it subside if you stop eating all the junk?
Dude, like I've had like fish is one of the triggers, apparently. Yeah, like I've had, but it always coincides with like a fucking summer long bender. So it's like if I've been drinking most days for a month and then I eat like fish and chips one night for dinner, it's just like the next day.
Toe starts to holler.
Yeah.
God damn. So it's a lifelong, it's terminal.
Yeah, and that's why my doctor didn't want to get me on pills. She was like, just fucking try to change your diet. So I probably have a lot more shit wrong with me.
Really?
I'm just not willing.
Why
to
were you censoring him?
No, his doctor.
Oh, just being
she
like,
didn't want to diagnose him. Like,
yeah, you don't want to have gout.
Oh,
That's basically.
yeah.
She was like, no, because if you have gout, you have it forever.
And it's on your health insurance and all that shit.
I don't think that would.
You don't think so? In our digital age of information,
they find
you're going to go get a.
I shouldn't be talking about
life
this.
insurance.
Scrub this. Is this live?
No, but we will keep it for matter of consistency.
No, can you smash that computer, please?
We'll keep it for matter of journalistic integrity. No, it'll be fine. You'll get a life insurance policy. It'll be like $50 more a month, and they'll give you probably like way less if you die. So that's fine.
Are you happy?
No, I'm upset. I want gout now.
What?
I want the pills.
Gout pills? You don't want the gout pills,
I
dude.
I don't. You got to take them forever.
True.
So,
Dude, you can reverse it. My dad reversed type 2 diabetes. he was eating like a maniac.
does the news know about it?
You're talking. I read you loud and clear. You're talking about how the vaccine's bullshit.
No.
I read you. I hear you.
I thought diabetes.
Before we went on,
was
Del
like
Calo was like, dude, those guys in Australia are kicking the shit out of those cops, and I love it. What were you saying then?
diabetes is like you don't get rid of it. I thought
Type 2.
you can have type 2 diabetes and then not have it.
It's
after you
like
clean yourself
AIDS.
up.
You technically still have AIDS, but your like counts and all the labs come up like as if you don't have it.
So then you can have whatever you want to eat, essentially, as long as you don't overdo it.
No, you'll get right back to. That's how you keep it at bay, by not eating, like a glutton.
Yeah, type 2 diabetes is like a marriage. Like, you'll probably have it for years, but you can kill it.
Yeah.
If you're playing it right, you can get rid of it all.
Yeah, it's creeped back up on him. He got same thing. You guys have the same exact thinking. He was like, my numbers are low, so now I can have ice cream again.
Yeah, my foot
doctor
doesn't
was
hurt.
just like, yeah, bro. Here comes his triglycerides at one point were like, I think like quadruple what they were supposed to be.
That
Yeah.
sounds bad, but I don't know what it means.
They're
Me either.
dinosaurs.
Dude,
Damn, he had that many dinosaurs. Oof.
Yeah, it wasn't looking good, dude. He was every day hitting like four soft pretzels together. He would get like a rack of soft pretzels, dong them in the car, and like every other day rip a milkshake on the way home and then eat dinner. And that was like cheesesteak for lunch, 60 ounces of coffee that day.
Oh my god! Imagine if the same Africans that cleaned his car cleaned your dad's car.
Old milkshakes.
Oh, dude, that'd be good. Just like a calcified milk, like a fossilized shake.
Pretzels don't seem like they would. Pretzels will give you diabetes.
That's why you have gout. Yes, that's why you have gout. They'll absolutely give you. It's all sugar. It all
make
makes
me a list after this of the things I shouldn't eat.
I'm glad you're better. So your foot. When's the last time your foot started to smart on you? After you pigged out.
This thing's smart.
After you unscrupulously pigged out. When was the last time your foot hurt?
Last summer, I had it bad.
Really?
Oh, dude, yeah. Because at the beginning of quarantine, I was
like, we all did.
Dude, I mean, not even. Oh Lord.
We all pigged. Everyone pigged.
Dude, but I drank like every night at home, fucking playing video games, just like drinking 7 beers.
Just getting hammered.
Yeah. And then it caught up to me. And I was going on like, I was going like hiking the next week. And I was like, oh no. Oh. What terrible timing.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I didn't drink.
You just camped instead? Like, let's camp. It's not like.
No, we did some hiking.
Did you really on the gout foot?
It cleared up. It's like fucking getting weed out of your system in a week. You know what I mean? I was just like, all right, I guess I'll have healthier food and not
Seems
drink.
like your body really doesn't want gout.
It's screaming at me every day.
It seems like it's very preventable.
If you saw what was in the toilet every day for me, you'd go to the ER every day.
Really? Where you going? You're loose, guys?
I don't even want to get into it.
Really?
Loose?
I know a man who's only had diarrhea for like a decade.
Buddy, that's the least of my worries.
Really?
Every day I'm like, did I drink blood last night?
It's one way to go, man. I can appreciate that.
That I think is just a Hemi.
Do you baby your tootsies now at all?
No. I should get like pedicure and like.
True.
I wear very supportive shoes now, though. Like when I first got it, I was wearing like Clark's desert boots at work, and they're just not supportive. I also got them used at a thrift store, so maybe that guy.
They still use shoes at a thrift store. True.
They were brand new though, like nothing on the bottom. You know, you can tell a Clark's been worn once.
True, yeah.
But that dead guy probably gave me his gout, is what I'm realizing right now.
I would say so. It probably rubbed off and got in your shoe. Mm-hmm. There's a lot we don't know about medical technology.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to go back and ask about that doctor.
True.
Now.
Dude, so did she eat her words and say that sorry to kind of turn you down?
No, I have not gone back to her.
Send her this podcast when it's done.
True.
Let's email it to her.
I think she also went to like holistic medicine or something. So she wasn't trying to give me pills anyway.
Really?
It was also very tough to get an Adderall prescription from her in college. In my 5th year of college, right before I studied abroad. I was like, look, I'm going to be drinking till 2 a.m. every morning. I get 8 a.m.s every day. Make with the fucking time release.
Like ADD just kicked in. Adult ADD is a real thing. So
yeah,
you shouldn't make jokes about adult ADD.
Yeah, John.
Shouldn't make jokes about adult
John, that's brain
ADD.
gout.
Imagine, dude. Imagine you're an adult and you're at somewhere. You're at night class, dude, and you just can't pay attention.
You're in 25th grade.
Imagine, dude. You're at the ITT Technical Institute and you just can't focus. That's fucking hell, and you're laughing. You're laughing at these adults. You're at the Chubb Institute, dude. You're fucking weeks away.
Is that real?
Yes.
It's the Chubb Institute.
Yeah, dude.
All right, well, that's where I'm going
GHUBB.
for grad school. What can I be there?
What can you be there?
Yeah,
like an auto tech probably.
Auto tech.
That'd be good.
Fat nurse. They got it all, dude.
A fat nurse.
You'd be a good fat nurse.
I would definitely be a fat nurse. If I can be a fat nurse that can fix his own motorcycle, that would be fucking sick.
Dude, you would be a great nurse.
Thank you.
I'm telling you. I think for real. What do you not?
I don't take that. Yeah.
It's not. No, I'm telling you. That's not. I don't think that's an insult at all. You would make like a. You'd be one of those nurses. I'd be like, this guy's probably one of those like doctor nurses. They have doctor nurses, nurse practitioners.
That's what my doctor was, a nurse practitioner.
She probably didn't want. She probably saw you coming and was like, no. Dude, you could make a stellar nurse practitioner. It's basically a doctor.
Thank you.
It's a doctor who's just
Who
around.
doesn't get paid as much.
True, but maybe he was not in as much debt as well.
Actually, that is true as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
You
you're
don't
in as
have to
much
go
debt. I don't know
fucking
anything that I'm
$300,000.
saying, but I think you're in slightly
I
less
think you're
debt,
right.
and you're surrounded by more babes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, nurse school.
Nurse school. Sleeping on campus.
Yeah, dude, that
Oh,
must
wait,
be.
yeah. They do have
That's
nurse programs at regular colleges.
Yeah, man. And it's not like I went to school for social work. That's a bad batch. Those are a bunch of rotten apples, dude. Just mean fucking political activists.
Were
You had
they
some
younger
party
than you?
nurses? Majority of them were younger than me, but I was
Graduate
definitely
age.
probably faster than all of them.
John,
So physically,
a bunch of fat girls in scrubs 24/7.
dude, you would fucking
You'd be in hog heaven.
big, dude.
I mean, that is the neighborhood I live in, I think. You just walk to the fucking beer store at any time and see that.
Oh, it's a nasty nurse getting off. Yeah, a lot of nasty nurses. A lot of the nasty nurses get off and then go night shift and go right to brunch and like drink mimosas. And they shuffle home in their fucking
Nightmare Before Christmas. But
Man, I love a good fat nurse, dude.
imagine a bitch in a Jack Skellington shirt telling you to walk. You can get up, do it. I've got all day.
So she started her. I might go. What's her? Do you have her info? I might go to her holistic practice.
No, apparently she's back in the regular doctor's office.
So
again.
she went off the medical grid.
And then bailed on that.
I think she just didn't want to see you anymore. I think she just ditched you.
She can't make up her fucking mind. How am I going to get gout pills from her?
Fair enough. I had a therapist ghost me, so don't.
Oh, no.
What the
I didn't
fuck
like
did you
her.
say
We were
to her?
enemies. We met twice, and then it was just kind of. I showed up the next day. Some lady was there, and I'm like, "Who are you?" She's like, "I'm your new therapist." The lady didn't tell you. I was like, "No."
She changed offices.
I was happy she did. I didn't like the lady.
Did you ever like send her an email?
No, I just didn't like her. I the whole time I was like, "Damn, this lady sucks." It's the first time I ever went. I'm like, this lady's so annoying. And then she just left. She's like, "I'm out of here."
I accidentally sent one of my therapists a Facebook friend request. Yeah, she was so pretty too, and I just happened to look on her page by accident because it was like people you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I think that's my therapist, and I clicked on it. As soon as I clicked on it, like my fat thumb hit add friend.
Oh,
So it was like
something wrong with
a
that.
pretty young lady like getting fucking friend requested by somebody that looks like me. I'd never went back to her.
What?
Oh,
I had
You
to
just
give it up.
left?
Dude. That's why I'm fucked up. I never got fixed.
Because you didn't want her, dude. That would have been totally fine. You could have went in there and been like, "Hey."
If I saw her on the street now, I would run into a truck before she had the chance to catch eyes with me.
Dude, I hear you on that, though. I recently was at the playground. I ran into our old couples counselor, and it was just the worst It's just the most awkward thing. So I'm like sitting there, you're talking to her. It's like, "Oh, how's everything going?" And I was like, it's weird for us to be talking in public. I just wanted to like get away immediately. So yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Same neighborhood?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Same neighborhood. We chill. I mean, she was cool. I just was like, this is uncomfortable. I think me and Brittany were like still arguing, so like it didn't work. We were like just got done arguing. She's like, "How's everything going?" I'm like, "It's
Covered in
good. It's very good." So yeah, I don't know why it makes me feel awkward because it's like I'm like, does this person feel forced to talk to me out in public right now?
Yeah,
I could have really chewed her ear for like 45. Just been like, "Hey."
Got a free session out of
Yeah,
it.
being like, "I don't know what to do." No, he couples counseling's fucking wild, dude.
Were you guys on swings when you were talking?
No, we should have been. We're just in like a mulch pile watching our kids. Yeah. Well, when you do couples counseling, you want the person just to like fully ride for you, and just be like, "Yo, fuck, you were right." It just never happened. It was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah,
To both of you, though? Only one of you can be right.
Yeah, me. That's what I'm saying. I want it myself to be vindicated at all levels. So a couple times you disagree with me, and I was like, "We got to get out of here. This is just not working."
My wife and I went to one session, and because that didn't happen, I was like, "Fuck this," because like my wife started crying like at some point, and the therapist told me to hand her a box of tissues, and I was just like, "You're not gonna do this to me.
What, tell me to do
Tell
that?
me to do this
Yeah.
because I know what her moves are."
Yeah.
True. Yeah, you're in the trenches. I did that. We went to couples counseling my first marriage, and we're trying to like work it out, and I was just like, "No, I don't want to do it." And we went there, same thing. Cries came on, and it was the same nudge, and I steadfastly was like,
Dude, I might go
I
back.
feel like I'm getting tricked right now, and I'm not going to participate in this. And
Yeah, it was
now,
probably
now that I know like this is like their MO, I might go back and just start crying as soon as the session starts.
Just have a fucking a pin in your shoe.
Just walk in crying. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. I mean, you really can't. You got to. It's tough. You got to either cry or just rage out.
Yeah, you gotta
I'll
have.
fucking kill you both, you fucking bitches.
I'll burn this whole fucking
Just
place.
do a fucking Zangief double fist spin. And be like, I'll fucking break everything.
Stand against the door like a Bronx Tale. Now you just can't leave.
We haven't even started yet. I'm sitting there, it's like, Just try to kiss her immediately. It's like,
fucking love you.
yeah, man, that'd be fun. That'd be fun to do, and just do because you're supposed to do a one-on-one. Supposed to do one-on-one, and then you come together. And just come and be like, I fucking love you. I've always loved you. Like, you're so fucking pretty and beautiful, dude. Smart. Yeah, it gets annoying after a while. You know, the one thing I will say that worked, and it's like the most infuriating thing. It's like, well, if you guys start to get activated, just say pause, and it's fucking the most because you know I'm in the middle of like being right, and I'm like, here we go, going in for the kill, and it's just like pause, and I'm like, fucking fuck, and I just trail up the steps like fuck pause, fuck. But it does work though, because I come down 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm chilling.
That's corny. That sucks. Pause.
You need it, dude.
You
You
need
got cheering.
to.
You got cheering, dude. You can't. You be yelling. I always feel bad. I get fucking activated. You start to fucking, you know, you talk in one volume, they talk a little louder, and you're like, I'm not fucking losing at this. And you raise the voice, goes up. Next thing you know, you see a little kid is looking at you like this, and you're like, damn, we got to do better, babe. Come on, babe. Let's get back to couples counseling.
What about silent treatment? You ever just do
Oh,
that?
I'll fucking hit the roof, bro. If someone silent treatments me, I'll break something.
No, what if you do it? You ever try it?
Hell no, dude.
No.
So I got too
Below
many
you?
good
Anything?
things to say about being right, dude.
Is that your
Can't
move?
keep all this in. Oh yeah. Well,
You'd
fuck
be an
it.
excellent couples. You would be an excellent couples counselor as well.
Damn, I'm gonna be a nurse, a fat nurse, and a fat couples counselor.
Dude, you wear your Jack Skellington scrubs while you're doing therapy.
I'm just paying my way through the fat nurse school. You would be nasty though.
It's all gonna be online from a Dunkin' Donuts.
With your gout foot on the table.
The least gross thing happening in the room.
Dude, Dunkin' Donuts is fucked up.
It is, dude. I walked back from like Center City last week and stopped in one.
Which
on
one was it?
Girard. Girard, like right at the beginning of Girard,
And
next
what?
to Beer City.
What's across street?
It's right by 95.
Oh, I forgot you're on that side of town.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was like 2:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Damn, they even keep the door open on this one? Like it doesn't have a drive-through. I just expected it to be closed."
Yeah. It's wide open.
Yeah, like just dudes waiting for me to come in and order 6 donuts and a sandwich at 2:30 in the morning.
It might have been a mirage. It might have been a fucking gout mirage.
Dude, I went to the one right next to my house last week, and it was like also like 2 in the morning, and I pulled on the door, and they were like, "Go to the drive-through," and I was like, "Fuck!" So I went to the drive-through.
Wait, this is another time you're at Dunkin' Donuts 2 in the
It was
morning?
before I learned my lesson. Not to get back to this one. And I went to the drive-thru and I was like, well, I can't even see the fucking donuts from here. So I had to go back to the door. And then by the time I went to the door, there was a line of cars. So I was like, I'm not going to wait in the fucking line of cars.
No,
on
that's not fair.
foot. Yeah.
But you had to go see what's good. You had to see the lineup.
So I went home, I walked back home and got my car and then drove through.
Did you leave a Yelp review? As a gouted American.
Dude, I was thinking about Yelp reviews recently, just how absolutely hilarious there are.
You ever leave one?
No, I think I left. You know what? I'll take that back. I think I left one for my brother's shop, and I think they flagged it.
Really? For
Yeah,
nepotism?
it was kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I think the stuff I was writing was kind of ridiculous. And I tried to write joke Yelps a couple times. And they got flagged every single time. They got flagged.
Really?
I don't know.
Just like fucking around. I used to try to write. I think I did this where I wrote at least one that was an absolute like ridiculous story, and they were like, "Nah, bro.
Not buying it.
Yeah, like nah, this is not happening."
You're just practicing your fiction writing on Yelp.
Kind of. I just thought it'd be funny to write like just not like damning Yelps, but just like weird.
Yeah, like somebody reads it and like, I don't know whether I want to go to this place or not, but I want to know what the fuck this guy's up to.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what I don't have. I mean, this is like the worst thing to say on a comedy podcast, but like every time I do, I'm like been really laying out my material for tomorrow for the 22nd.
Big day tomorrow.
Big day. But I'm every time I go through my stuff, I just write Yelp I have no joke for it, but it's just so funny. I'm like, dude, it's hilarious.
You're gonna get there in your set, and you're gonna be like, "Ah, fuck."
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's just
It's going to be
funny.
45 minutes of Yelp crowd work.
Just nonstop, dude. I read them every now and again. They're so fucking funny.
Dude, you're gonna freestyle Yelp tomorrow?
I might, dude. I want to start doing one where I just start like documenting. It's very meta, but I want to like save up 5 Yelps and just like break them down in depth and go into like what happened, what kind of Yelp this is specifically.
Sounds like a TED Talk.
Critique Yelps. I think I want to. I want to get into like critique, like really meta Yelp thing. But yeah, dude, it's an insane behavior, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Have either of you guys Yelped? I mean, it's fine if you have.
not on Yelp.
I've left one that I remember.
What was it?
Dude,
Yelp?
it was so fucked up that I was like, I have to Yelp this.
yeah.
I went through this
A vengeance Yelp. That's fine. When people give
Yeah.
it like 4 stars, like the ambiance was nice, but not everything I expected. If you
Yeah.
a vengeance Yelp, 100% valid.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
It was this soup place in Media, and it was this small little shop. I was like, all right, this will be good. I'm a big soup guy. I walk in there.
That's also an emotional letdown. If someone fucks up soup,
It's so hard to fuck up. But what this lady did was so egregious. I ordered my soup. She goes over. She scoops some out, puts it in a cup, which wasn't for me, and then she puts the spoon back in. She takes the bite,
what?
puts the spoon back in again,
What?
and then ladles some more out.
So she bit like a piece, like a chunk of chicken or something?
In front of everybody.
She slurped while she did it.
I was like, can you cancel my soup? And the cashier was like, why? I was like, because she just fucking ate out of
She's
that
sipping
soup
from the cauldron, yeah. Is she a witch?
She was very witch-like, probably 250 of Middle Eastern descent. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a Bruja for sure. So she sipped from, what kind of soup was it? Was it a bisque?
I can't be sure, but I like
cream based or was it broth based?
I don't like cream-based soup. It was probably either like a chicken and rice or like a minestrone.
That's fucking.
It was in front of fucking everybody. There was probably 6 people in the fucking line.
You had eyewitnesses too?
Yeah, I was there with my boss, and we both just looked at each other as soon as it happened. Like, you fucking
Yeah, give me my money.
bitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did
Or
everybody
should I
turn
say
around?
WITCH?
So what? How did she feel? Did she give attitude, or was she like, "You got me"?
She
you
went,
got red
dude,
handed.
I'll never forget when I said, like, you just ate out of that soup, whatever it was. And she went,
Yeah,
She probably was on autopilot.
absent-minded for a minute.
To be fair, she could have been someone's like where was she from? You said like Middle Eastern.
yeah, well, she was dark skinned, so
Yeah.
I just naturally assume everybody that has skin darker than mine is Muslim.
So let's say she was. You know, she probably correctly identified her as somewhere within that kind of geosphere. She could have just been like coming from another country where she made soup in the house,
Dude, and I get it.
like
Like,
for the little fucking Mohammeds,
Dude,
and then
I'm-
she would every now and again would just, as a mother of the house, would ladle the soup.
I get it. And I think, like,
I
that's
mean,
how...
you didn't do anything wrong, but she was probably like, "Fuck, shit, I forgot I'm not in like my Adobe."
Matt, I really think
Not
like
to be-
that's
not to be
what
rude.
chefs do, but it's just behind the scenes. You don't
Right,
really
yeah,
see
yeah,
it. Like,
sure.
you gotta like...
Also,
check to make
that's
sure-
not a
Also,
chef.
not a chef.
She's a soup scooper. And
Oh,
she was just hungry. She's at a place where she gets free soup too. So it's like
Yeah.
she could have just gone and eaten the soup
Do you
in the back.
think was the manager like you can, you think she's expecting you to come back there and fucking
I think they just didn't know what to do because it was just the cashier and then this soup slurping lady.
dude's going getting caught slurping and going, I did slurp. I did slurp.
Yeah, no debate. It's like she knew she was wrong, and I made her get in the corner. She knew what she did.
Damn. Dude, that's so fucking
I
funny.
think that's the only one I've ever left, though. I did leave.
what did the review encompass? Did you say some Muslim bitch slurped my soup?
The title was "You thought 9/11 was bad."
Dude, my friend stayed in what the fuck was this place called? I can't remember the name of it, but it was like one of those like halfway Kintok. It's like a halfway house, but also it's like you can go there if you violate parole, you can also kind of like serve the rest of your sentence out there.
Okay.
But there was for some reason I like looked it up to find the address. It had Google reviews. So someone on there like, this place fucking sucks. I was there, and it's like it's basically prison.
They wouldn't let me leave or
It's like
do what I wanted.
It's a court mandated halfway house, but the
I
one
couldn't
guy
get fucked up there.
you can get super fucked up there.
What?
But, oh my god, dude! I brought my friend. You can bring people clothes, and you just bring it in a thing, and the guy takes a trash bag full of clothes and is like, "Here you go."
And
But
then
dude,
it's just filled with drugs.
You can just line the waistbands and everything. Dude, one of the reviews was like, the Muslim bitch security guard. They don't give a fuck about white people. It's all everyone. Dude, it was so fucking funny. Someone was like, it's all ran by blacks and they favor the other blacks. It was like a Google review. All caps being like they're fucking favoring blacks there. Dude, it's so funny.
A dude just coming off drugs, so pissed.
Just hits it with the 1-star Google review. Like, fuck that, man. That place was crazy, dude. I walked in. I was going to give my friend a pack of cigarettes, and he was like, no, bring them into me. I need them now. I remember being like, okay, it's weird. And I got caught giving them to him. They kicked me out.
No cigarettes?
Can't slide the pack. They have to inspect them. Because, again, you can have a cellophane wrapper and put anything in them.
Right.
Did you feel discriminated against by that lady?
Yeah, dude. I mean, 2 white guys, yeah. She was letting everything go. He was saying that. He was like, I was asking him, and he was like, yeah, bro.
You guys got a case.
We had a legitimate case. It was funny because I was talking to him about that. I'm like, yeah, I heard this place. I saw the Google review. Said it's pretty unfair towards white people. He was like, that is true. This place is, but he goes, but having been in jail for a while, and he wasn't trying to like any kind of brownie points. I was talking to him. He was like, I would say the rest of jail is pretty unfair towards black people. He's like, a whole other part of this. He's like, from what I've seen, it's pretty unfair.
You don't have to do it for like 6 months too, right?
What?
Like a halfway house thing?
Yeah,
It's
it
not
was
more
for
than-
like it was for people who were like either finishing out their sentence or if you got out and you're on parole and you violated, but it wasn't bad enough to like go all the way back to a state or
So
county
it's not
jail.
like a rehab halfway house.
Parts of it were there was the DOC side, which was like Department of Corrections
Yeah.
and failed parole, and then there was the other part too. If you just
There's
wanted to go to
DUI
rehab.
guys and there's
and then there was
legit
like
criminals.
like dudes in jail for heroin and shit. But
Yeah.
what he was saying is you would pass. So if he was on the DOC side, Department of Corrections, then you would pass the dudes who were just in there for like their family sent them there,
Mm-hmm.
and the dudes from the other side would like rough you up and try because they didn't have any kind of they weren't on like probation or anything, so they could like fuck with you.
Oh yeah.
So he said like the lines would pass and like dudes would just like elbow he was like, dude, they would start fights with you and shit. It was
Dude,
fucked up.
just imagine the pranks you would play on the other guys.
Oh, dude, it must have been never ending. But yeah, dude, the
yeah, like filling a fucking
Dude, there's
pillowcase with
warehouses-
soap and beating the shit out of them.
there's warehouses up there, and there's just like you go like it's right. You know where the ASPCA is up there?
In
Like
where?
those kill shelters up near like I guess like not Juniata Park, but like way up above Kensington, all the way up there. Dude, you pull in, it's just like a chain. It looks like a Pepsi factory, and they just have like 80 dudes just in like 10-person rooms, just chilling.
Doing what?
These just fucking serving out weird little like say you were on parole and you just like passed out in your car at a Wawa because you're like nodding out on Xanax.
Yeah.
They'll send you to like you got to go there for like 2 months.
The little house, not the big house.
It's the little house.
Yeah.
You go to like junior jail.
Yeah.
And you chilling there with like 10 other dudes, and meanwhile they're just the guards are just pumping drugs in there, and everyone's just getting high as fuck.
Oh damn.
Like people are just visibly shooting up and shit. And it's
John's like, I can't go to jail. I got gout. I got a note.
yeah, my friend, dude, he told me the funniest fucking story. So he was in there recently during COVID, got locked right before COVID happened. So he got stuck. He was just stuck in. They didn't. All the cases froze. He's like, we're
Yeah.
all just fucking stuck. And
For like 2 weeks at least, right?
dude, he was in there for like 6 months, easily,
Fuck.
easily, if not longer. Honestly,
Because of like a backlog that occurred.
no one could see. They couldn't be seen. This is like the
Yeah.
height of COVID. So everyone just got put on freeze.
Oh god.
And everything got pushed back so fucking. Because I think you'll chill there like a little longer than you should anyway. But this just like everyone was like, you guys are fucked. We're like, it's not like you can be like, hey, this is unfair. They're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So he sat there. He said it the whole time. It wasn't too bad because he's like, I'm blessed, dude. He was like, I got the TV. He's like, I got cotton on my body. I'm wearing sweatpants. So he's like, I'm blessed, dude. He's funny as fucking dude.
Could you be a prison nurse, John?
Yeah.
You would, yeah. You'd be stern. You'd be, you'd
for
be
sure.
loving to them, but you'd also be like, hey guys, you crossed the line.
Stern but fair, of
A
course.
lot of guys trying to get prescriptions as well, so you know the ins and outs. I know someone who was a prison nurse, and they were like, it's a lot of dudes being like, I need to get on X, Y, and Z, and you have to be like, no, you don't.
I need
They're
like
like,
out.
fuck you, bitch. And then you get, fuck you, bitch, and you're like,
All right, let's pretend for a second I'm a prisoner that needs painkillers.
true.
My knee hurts. You gonna give them to me?
Let me see you jump. I gotta see it if it really hurts. You gotta do some good acting.
I can't jump. I'm fucked up. Let me suck that dick.
How many pills did you say you needed?
Dude, so this guy,
I'm not even in jail every day, but I turn gay while I'm there.
gay for this day, just one day. Dude, this dude. So he goes in there. He's in there forever, and then he said his first cellie was cool. You know, they're all, but then like the first cellie left, and he got left with this dude. He said this guy was like a total piece of shit. Like he was like, dude, he fucking stunk. He's like greasy hair. He looked like a fucking bum, and he was like also tall and kind of jacked though. He was, this dude could like fight, and so he's like, we were in there for like 2 weeks left, but it was fucking hell. He was constantly threatening to like beat me up, and like and I would like sometimes talk shit to him. And then he would go to beat me up. I'm like, yo, what are you doing, dude? We're boys. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? So the day the dude had to go do his hearing, and he had like, my friend had heard the ins and outs of the case, and he's like, bro, this guy was going to get fucking roofed. Like, he had no chance. He had so many charges. So he's like, I'm going to get, I forget what it's called. Like when you go get, I guess your sentencing. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm going to get my sentencing today. When I come back, because my friend was getting out that day. When I come back, I'm getting all your shit, TV, all the food, everything. You leave that here for me. Friend was like, no doubt, bro, I got you. And then like he's like, the dude went in to get his hearing. I took all of my shit and his and gave it away to everybody on the fucking block. Just empty. This guy, he's like, because I know he was going to get hit with the worst news, and he came back to a totally empty cell. And he's like, I got out that day. Oh, this guy's gonna kill you, dude. Yeah, he's gonna murder you when he gets whatever he does, dude. It was making me laugh so hard. Like, no doubt, bro, I got you. And then he's like, even his stuff. He's like, yo, he wants this, he wants this. Gave everything away.
That might be the best prank I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Just realize that like the next 7 years of your life, you're gonna be in like a state prison, and then you come back to just totally empty. You think you're gonna have a TV. All of it's
and then
gone.
There's people like wearing his shit and watching his TV in there, right? Like, nah, that shit's mine now.
Some dude just munched. Someone's sipping soup.
Man.
Someone was sipping soup big time, dude.
Oh, man,
That's my soup. Yeah, you want?
This is my Rugrats hoodie. Mutual friend of ours, he had done some county time in Delco, and I just asked him what it was like. He's like, it's just annoying. He's like, there was one day where somebody stole his fucking bipolar meds out of his cell.
Damn.
And he's like, I had to go through like a whole chain of command just to get my shit back. I had an idea who took it. He's like, but I knew it would have set off a whole nother set of problems.
Yeah.
So I had to go through like, okay, this guy to talk to this guy. And then eventually a guy walks in and says like, oh, I found these. And it's like, dude, what are you going to do with fucking bipolar meds?
Yeah, that's really fucking annoying.
Crush him up and snort him. What the fuck do you think he's going to do?
Smoke them.
Yeah, anything.
Dudes in jail will get high on pretty much anything.
Dude, yeah, if you find a pill, just trick your brain into thinking
Gobble it, yeah.
it'll fuck you up.
I worked with a dude one time. I believe he was a heroin addict, but we walked into like the boss's trailer, and he just like we were in a construction site. Dude, I watched this dude open up a bottle of Tylenol, dump like 7 in his hand, and just fucking throw him down the hatch. I was like, what the fuck?
I did when I ran the first time I had a prescription for painkillers. I got Vicodin for like punching a refrigerator.
Sick.
I just made fun of girls on Twitter for saying refrigerator, and I just said it like a fucking dickhead.
So punching a refrigerator.
I punched her. Well, I bought my wife earrings, and it was especially sad because we were living with my parents at the time because I just got out of rehab the summer before.
Swag. Swag. So you're the man.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
Where'd you get the earrings from?
Springfield Mall.
Hell yes, dude.
So
Kiosk or store?
You had a piercing pagoda. To smooth things over.
It might have been piercing pagoda because it was right next to like I think it was between Sparrows and Things Remembered. So whatever was there, that's what it was. So I presented my wife with these earrings in my mom's kitchen, and she opened the thing up and she laughed, and she's like, "I don't even have my ears pierced," and I just fucking lost it. And I punched the.
It was your mom's fridge too.
And then they gave you fucking that's a satisfying punch though. You hear like the ketchup bottles rattle.
Popsicles fell out.
That's like a slot machine, dude.
But I got Vicodin for that, and it was the first time I ever had painkillers.
Oh, so you never had painkillers before that?
I had never had them, so I got
Christ.
painkillers, and I wasn't drinking, so I just got a bunch of O'Douls, and I sat in front of the TV and crushed Vicodin and O'Douls for like a weekend. And then,
these duels are kicking in, dude. I think they put something in them.
but then I recognized it's like, okay, these are the painkillers are making me feeling this good. And then as I ran out, I was just like, all right, well, maybe if I just take like 15 fucking Tylenol, it'll have the same effect.
What'd it do?
Nothing. It just made me want painkillers even more.
Yeah, I think it'll fry your liver. I think the acetaminophen
Yeah.
or whatever it's called in Tylenol, like fucks it will.
Yeah.
In a certain dose, like you'll shut your liver off.
Yeah, that's the one you're not supposed to drink on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially not some duels, dude. Fine
Yeah,
enough.
try
those
Advil next time, Tom. Some ibuprofen.
That might be the best story though.
Man, that was
Just getting
what a
rewarded.
weekend.
I mean, what a perfect reward.
Just fucking
Punching that, and it's like, yeah, you think things are bad? Try these. Try opiates now. And you're like,
tantrums out. He's fucking kicking the oven the next week.
yeah, how do I get pills out of this thing? Yeah, getting hooked up it was crazy how much they gave those things out. You brought up a valid point earlier before we went on to Alcalo, talking about how the medical establishment just gave us opiates without any kind of discernment. Now we're supposed to trust them again with the vaccine. Can you elaborate on that?
Your words, not his, dude.
Did you?
How the
practice
same
that in
bodies,
the mirror?
no, how the same bodies who basically sunk the global economy into like a national meltdown through, looking the other way to corporate greed, led us into the subprime financial mortgage crisis. Those same bodies are leading us out of this one. You were talking about that. Could you elaborate on that?
We're talking about the Sacklers? Let's get into it, baby.
No, my only thing going into this, like, I'm just going to say hot political takes and make Alcalo. You were saying that?
I like that. It's a good bit.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. That's funny. It is funny how people, I know a lot of people who, and I've been thinking about this a lot, just like hearing about Percocets, and none of us knew what the fuck they were. I remember everyone, like my friend showing me them and everyone, and just being like, I remember I was just like, I hated medicine ever since I was younger. And I was just like I remember being like, dude, why are we doing medicine? Like, this sucks. But, some people got their hands on them. Were like, this is the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
These things rule.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it wasn't until I took those that I thought the pills did anything. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
But man,
Yeah, I know dudes.
Maron, that's a medicine.
That's a spicy medicine.
I know dudes that used to take like 30 of those things in a weekend easily.
Man,
God
they
damn.
go, they go down easy, man. That's a spicy addiction.
Dude, so please tell me more. I know we were on a tangent, but I do want to learn more about Little Stinkers, dude. That is a fucking fascinating.
Oh, we're having
Topic,
a blast,
dude.
man.
What are some of the standouts from earlier eps?
Uday Hussein.
Yeah, definitely. That guy
man.
was fucking wild.
It's hard not to love him.
What did he do?
Saddam's son.
Oh,
That's
he was a
fucking-
serial killer?
Or
just like
in
a
the sense that,
political-
like,
yeah.
tortured and killed
Yeah,
Iraqis.
I'll count it.
But my favorite thing that he did is he and his boys would just crash wedding parties. And he would walk in and he would just start firing an AK-47.
What?
Yeah.
He would take brides.
There's videos of that on YouTube of him just at a wedding being like,
He's just whispering, so like he wants it to be a surprise to everybody. So like his bodyguard brings over an AK-47, another guy hands him the magazine for it, and he just starts popping off in the wedding.
And he would just go take brides and
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
so he's like Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, he was at the French Laundry with no mask.
Oh, so he's like Gavin Newsom. Yeah. That's insane. And they were just no wonder fucking they like wait, who killed that guy? I don't want to say Osama bin Laden. Fucking
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein, yeah.
I think
He was
Iraqi
executed.
people, right?
The Iraqi people,
He
yeah,
was executed.
obviously.
Well, he was executed. He was
Jesus
he was
Christ.
hung, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hung him from like a bulldozer or something. I think they fuck.
That's-
Well, he had a
There's
legitimate
some-
trial. I think.
I'm thinking of
Gaddafi.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking
I
of the
it's
season
Gaddafi.
finale of Homeland. I'm sorry. Gaddafi, they stuck a stick up his ass.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah, man, just
To death?
I think partly to death, and then like beaten, trampled, and like
Jesus
I think the
Christ.
Clintons ran him over too with their Range Rover.
Yeah, they hit him with Gravedigger.
Sunday.
That'd be funny if the Clintons just unleashed Gravedigger in fucking Lebanon or wherever wherever the fuck they are.
I went to what do they call that with the fucking monster truck rally? I went there one time, and there's a truck that like it looks like a dog, and a wheel came flying off at one point, and the guy says, "Well, they're going to get that fixed real quick because you can't keep a good dog down." I can't believe these tickets were free.
That must have crushed, dude.
It was electric.
That must have destroyed. You can't keep a good dog. God damn. That guy probably demanded head when he went home. He's like, no, you don't understand. You have to suck my dick. You should have seen me out there.
He waited to get home before he got head, you think?
Yeah, the other guy might have just instantly been like, oh.
That dude was getting gobbled in the locker room that night.
True. Damn, that must be some good groupie pussy, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like, well, you're the announcer for monster truck rallies? Like, I sure am, man.
There's probably 100 girls trying to fuck the drivers after every one of those rallies.
He's you know what he probably does? He probably like
Maybe not.
I'll bet you, dude.
John,
Could be.
He probably does an announcement for like the bitches that go. He's like, look at Desiree in the Dodge Neon. She is glowing like no tomorrow. That's definitely a hand job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could be right. That's, you could be getting some very fat hand jobs.
Every profession, every like showmanship
True.
profession has
Sluts.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Dedicated sluts. You're absolutely right.
Thank you.
No, I think that's a very fair point.
You think when you start doing nursing competitions, like you'll find your sluts? Like nursing CrossFit?
Fucking gout races.
Nursing CrossFit would be sick.
Just hoisting bodies by yourself.
Just fucking grabbing bags of pee and just being like, ugh, ugh.
Oh yeah.
It is pretty good.
Blood and piss and shit.
It's pretty gnarly, dude.
not-
Knowing if they see an old person come in, that's grit, dude. Knowing you gotta like
I'm gonna
wipe
wipe
an
their
old
fucking,
person. Just seeing an
ass
old
and
person's
pussy.
balls, I'd pass out.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to be
I'd pass out.
It's like, ah.
I used to have to shave balls as an operating room orderly.
What?
And when people would come in,
What attachment what was your preferred size?
a one.
A 3-1 fade.
Sometimes if it was like a Latin guy, I'd give him a fade. I turn it off to talk to my boys.
Did you talk about baseball? You're like, yo. Did you go straight metal on the buzzer? Or did you put like a little?
No, there was an attachment on it. Well, they would give you like a disposable
Like a
electric
Flowbee?
razor. Yeah. Well, no, it was like handheld, so it wasn't like Flowbee sized.
You have
But
to break out like a sterile thing every time, like a
Barbicide?
tattoo artist.
I think I remember
it
it
in
came in a
Barbicide.
package.
yeah.
Oh, really?
But, dude, one
Dip it
thing
in Barbicide.
I was always very like socially awkward, and I didn't know.
That's an awkward situation. Awkward.
Nice day, huh?
Dude, to that point, like I didn't know if I was supposed to shave the whole pubis, so I would just go halfway. Then eventually, like one day, my boss is like, "Dude,
Define pubis. What's the pubis? Like up to the belly
the whole
button?
playing field."
So you're talking about like taint, balls, and
Just
Like-
just the whole enchilada.
Whoa, the whole pubic mound.
what did you do?
I would go halfway, like whatever side.
Two facing them?
Oh, you just
Yeah,
enough
he'd
to
swing
get,
his meat over.
so you're giving.
Look what you did to me.
So you saw a lot of dicks then. What did that do?
Brother.
What did that do? How did you feel about? I never like got the opportunity to see a ton of dicks. What did that do for your worldview in terms of like?
It was eye opening, man. It's like spending a semester abroad. You're a lot more tolerant. But dude, the worst would be like when a monster bird would come in there because you gotta like flick it away.
Would you have like a stick for an apparatus for like? What'd you do for that?
Elbow. No, and I would just use the clipper to like just nudge it to the side.
Are
Were
they passed
conscious?
out?
No, like when they get
So
this
they could
up-
hold their own dick to the side, but they want you
could,
to.
but like most people, like they just assume that you know what you're doing and you're not just the fucking 19-year-old moron who's in the corn.
And it's not your first day shaving people's pubes.
Did they tell you this is what you're going to be doing at first?
No, well, like they have like the chart on the bed, and like
What the fuck? Have you ever talked about this?
I don't know, I might have mentioned it on Dad Meet before,
God, this is hilarious.
but
It's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
yeah, well,
You don't
it
even know
wasn't-
what you're applying for. You just fucking all right, and you're
This was
gonna
not
be your
the job
department.
description.
I
You'd
had
be shaving dicks in a fast-paced environment.
man, I had 2 weeks of training, and like I didn't get to do that during my 2 weeks of training because it was like they want you to do training from each shift. So
Yeah.
I spent like a few days on first, few days on second, few days on third shift, and at no point during the training did the pube shaving come up because I had a great guy that trained me and everything else.
Yeah.
And then when it came time to be on my own, pretty early on, like there were 2 operating rooms that were designated for like hernia surgeries.
Yeah.
Or yeah, it was 2 that were designated for hernia surgeries, and they're just like, yeah, you got to give this guy a shave before he goes in there. And I was like, and I was too bashful to say like exactly what do I have to shave.
Yeah.
But I walked in and it's just I saw that he was like getting a hernia on his fucking like whatever side
Sure,
it was.
yeah.
And I just started like shaving. It's clear where the hernia was.
But
And
like, how much room do you need to operate? I see what you're saying. You don't
Right,
know
yeah.
how
I
much.
was too bashful to ask for that. I just felt like a fucking moron.
Imagine doctor sending him back. Like, where the fuck shaved this guy's dick?
Yeah, just yelping about me.
I have a hernia scar. I wonder if you shaved me.
Oh, let me see it.
Yeah, he's seen it all, dude. Don't be shy.
No, that's not me, dude.
Nah, that's not his work. That's not his work. Also, your haircut's looking fresh. Dude.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I just came from there. And man, thank you. Billy was kind enough to set up Call of Duty in his roommate's room for him, and I just feel terrible for his roommate. He's going to come home and see a 10-year-old boy,
My cousin Frank.
screaming the N-word while he's playing Call of Duty in his bedroom.
It's my cousin
sorry,
Frank.
Frank.
It's my cousin Frank, bro. He'll be
I know he was a cool dude.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
Sweetheart. True, but yeah, dude's got a game. He's got a game. He's going to game hard, dude.
My son, man, he fucking goes for it. He really comes out of his shell. I gotta the only time where I really have to correct him because he's like the sweetest kid in the world is when he's gaming. Like I gotta tell him to keep it down, dude, because he fucking
Comes out of a shell.
he acts like he's fucking screaming about vaccine mandates at a school board. It's like, all right, dude. Like
He goes hard.
I'm with you, but we gotta go to bed.
Yeah, we got to go to sleep.
But that was very sweet of him to do that.
Yeah, dude. You got to fire the boy up on some games.
Man.
Billy's
remember
a sweetheart, dude.
He really is.
Billy's a sweetheart. And he's fantastic with kids. Fantastic with dude. Maya loves him.
Have you ever thought about maybe like playing a trick on him and adopting a kid and just dropping him off here for him?
It wouldn't even faze him. He'd be like, "All right, come on."
Put on Call of Duty for him.
Yeah. He'd be like, hurry, play some games. I'll be back.
Teach him how to use the oven. Go to work for 8 hours.
Yeah, he would. Dude, he would come back. Yeah, he's very good with kids, man. A sweetheart. Gentle giant.
Did you have that before you had kids?
Yeah, I love kids. I always love kids. I never did, especially when I hear women say like, "I hate kids." I'm always like, "You wretched bitch! How? Yeah, what the fuck? Why would you say that?"
Yeah,
I
that's
love
a weird
kids, man.
take.
I fucking a lot of girls are saying that now. Like, I fucking hate kids. It's like, here, come here, let's go on a hike. Kick you down a hill. Kick you down a hill, you wench.
That's probably what happened to Gabby Petito.
Was that the person who did van life and disappeared?
Yeah.
Dude, my parents fucking spazzed on me because I was like, who? And they were like, you haven't heard of this? And I was like, what happened? They're like, it's a whole story. It's been for 2 weeks.
The one missing girl in the news. You haven't heard about it?
We do have one. I'm assuming that clearly this is a white chick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very white. So she did hashtag van life.
I'm assuming.
Hashtag van life.
Yeah.
Things didn't go well. They're like, hey, we're here in beautiful. Babe. It's not the right ankle, babe. And then they got in a tuffle, a little scuffle.
Yeah.
Cops came. And then I think they murdered the girl or something. What happened? This is right up your guys' alley. It's perfect.
They let the dog loose, and the dog ripped her fucking throat out.
She was like, I don't want kids. And he was like, poof.
Now she's vlogging about Wings life.
So yeah, she disappeared, and then the guy came back. Like, what happened? He was like, oh, and then he disappeared.
What a fucking idiot,
dude!
He was supposed to be gone till October. Like he could have fucking figured something out, you know?
So he just came right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you ever murdered your
forgot
girlfriend? Have you ever murdered your girlfriend in a van?
It's a lot.
Yeah,
It's
you're
a lot to
like,
what? You
gotta
got to get back to your family?
Yeah, dude.
Make sure they don't talk to anybody?
Yeah, dude. If you murder someone in cold blood, especially your girlfriend, first thing you'd seek your family out immediately. You'd be like, guys, I just fucking murdered my girlfriend. She was so fucking annoying on hashtag van life. we were doing hashtag van life, and she wouldn't fucking stop, dude. I didn't want to go to any of the places she wanted to go. She yapped. The cops came. It was embarrassing, and then I fucking murdered her.
Do you think vloggers get into heaven?
Vloggers? I don't know. That's a good question.
Or if they just like put them in like some alternate reality where it just looks like they're getting billions of views and they're just like, yes.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I've reached Nirvana.
It's just an internal loop of like, hey guys, what's going on today? We're going to eat a fucking piece of pie. At blah, blah, yeah.
Smash
Like
that.
and subscribe.
Smash that motherfucking guest
They're
book.
just- oh, dude, they're all day long. They're fucking just a never ending. It's just a stream of comments, and it's like, yeah, awesome, so great. And they're like, oh, yeah.
Can't wait to watch this for eternity.
Then the boyfriend who murdered her goes to hell, and everyone's like, gay, gay ass van. He's like, looks at the like ratio. He's like, oh god, oh fuck. Yeah, dude, that's yeah. My parents were like so fucking stoked on that. Not stoked. They were like, oh my god, this
Concerned.
is
Or like invested in the
dazzled.
story.
I would say dazzled. Yes, very invested.
Well, it is
very,
insane.
It's a fucking crazy story.
Like,
and the guy
yeah.
still hasn't been found.
Well, that dude is either
He's on the run.
He's either killing himself in a Florida nature preserve or is trying to camp as long as he can.
That would be cool if he's like blasting, taking care of business right now.
Making his own tree fort.
He's become
Smoking
Dennis
a
the
gator.
Menace bad guy.
The cops are watching him. They're like, all right, let him get to the work and overtime part. Then we'll get him.
Work out. All right. Cuff me.
Fuck yeah, man. I was so sad to see that their hashtag van life didn't work out. Also, that's such a horrible idea. I've heard people talk about that.
I mean, that's the dream when you're older.
Yeah, but a
Get
lot
an
of
RV.
youngsters are doing it now. A lot of youngsters are thinking they can kind of avoid hard work and go out in the van and,
Well, I mean, if she had a good internet connection, maybe she could have lived off YouTube views or something. But
Yeah.
I think people do that, but it's like going into comedy. It's like the chances you have of actually being able to live off of the fucking internet.
van life. And then, dude, imagine if you are living off of van life, and again, it's just fucking, you're driving, and it's like, dang, you're just fucking like, fucking Christ,
Yeah,
dude. Fucking-
give me a break.
What if he's?
Hey, let's check out this cactus.
What if like the killer boyfriend like starts his own channel now, like on the run van life, and it becomes hyper successful?
See John McAfee's in like Orlando. Yeah, dude, he R.I.P. Dude,
Yeah, dude.
Oh man!
R.I.P. to the bro.
Happy birthday in heaven,
I mean,
John
dude,
McAfee.
can anyone buy? Where's the van? That's the question. If you want $1 million, if you cop the murder van,
The van's back at the parents' house.
I mean, cha-ching,
So somebody
dude.
dropped him off in the nature preserve
Clearly, yeah,
and took the car back.
yeah. I mean, dude,
And then they didn't tell anybody for like 3
how
days.
much?
that they
How
left.
much for that van? If you're like, hey guys, live from the murder van, we're checking out fucking.
I mean, it's already set up, dude. That's like 15 G's easy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
At least,
Yeah. Setting up a fucking van is like,
dude.
I mean, there's kind of looked like shit. It wasn't like well done.
Call the parents of the boyfriend. And be like, do you mind if we take this thing out for
Yeah,
a
I'm
ride?
actually going to Colorado next week to
We're
see
also-
Grateful Dead. Can I fucking, can I sell t-shirts out of this?
Vlogger to vlogger. Do you mind? Dude, that would be such a flex. To pull up in that thing and be like, yeah, this is the sensational.
You get it wrapped with fucking the body cam footage.
Is there any footage? What's their last video they made? It must be. It must be so.
I
many
hope
views.
they put it
Hour
up.
body
I hope
cam
they put it up.
footage.
What?
There's an hour
But I
body
mean,
cam
like,
footage.
I think
Who's
he
wearing
needs,
a
like,
body cam?
The cut when they got pulled over in Utah.
Oh, right. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
like-
it's
they
like
were
them
wearing-
interviewing both of them separately.
How?
they
What
sh-
was the vibe?
She
Icy?
was crying and he had marks on his face, so they were fucking each other up.
Yeah.
So she scratched him.
Yeah, she was. To me, it's an
I mean,
open and
it's so
shut case,
fucked.
man.
It's so fucked up, man. That's such a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
But she did scratch him. A man can only take so much.
Man,
Especially van life.
his
dude.
lawyer's like, dude, let that thing get infected. We're gonna.
Well, he's in the wind. He's probably in another country. He's already built for the road, dude. That guy can survive off nothing.
Dude, for that scratch alone, they should put her corpse on trial.
True. You think they'll find it?
They
did. Yeah.
What? They did?
Yes.
I don't know any of this stuff. Where
Yeah,
was
do
it?
you want me to give you the whole rundown?
Yeah, give me a fucking
We're
rundown.
back to square one. I think you
Well,
got all the information.
What was the condition?
The
What,
boyfriend went back to get her, and he weakened at Bernie's her for the next video.
just for the lot? Yeah. They had a channel.
I don't know.
They had to finish their final video.
I don't think
together.
they released like how she died though.
No, I think the autopsy is today.
Really? But they did. Where did they find her?
In a
Six Flags?
in fucking the Bat coaster at Six Flags. I don't know. She was like this when I found her.
It's actually not a bad move. Take someone up to like the Tower of Terror and it's fucking fucked at the last second. They just,
Babe, no!
like, dude, you fell out of the fucking Tower of Terror.
She fell out of the Tower of Terror seemingly 8 hours after she died.
Oh, that's crazy. She was dead. That's weird.
So there really are ghosts in here. Spooky.
So, see, they found her body. They found the remains.
Yeah.
And it's looking like the boyfriend might have had something to do with it.
I mean,
They said she was murdered.
Ooh.
Okay. Cause of
Autopsy
death?
came in, and murder is the cause of death.
Murder's the case that they gave him.
Yeah. The
So now
final
that guy's-
results are still pending, but they have enough to confirm that it is her and she was murdered.
He gave her the ultimate scratch.
so now he's officially a suspect then.
Oh, officially, yeah.
Because
they're searching for him.
They found the link. Yeah, they got the link.
Yeah.
So he is on the lam. God damn, dude. What would you do?
I wonder if he can negotiate to like if he gets convicted, like finish his sentence in the van.
True.
He's just like, look, it's the same size.
Yeah, I didn't want to be here in the first place.
He should be able to do a hashtag. Or do you think? No, he'll be in jail for the rest of his life if he gets caught. Think he killed himself?
Probably.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, he's in the fucking woods, dude, like with a federal manhunt, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, they lost track of him already once.
I know. I mean, he does have fucking dipshit cops on his side. So maybe he could escape for a while, but like,
They'll get him.
was he gonna swim to fucking Cuba? You know, like
True.
he's got nowhere to go.
Just an island of wife murderers. I'm kidding. I don't know anything about the people
On the
of Cuba.
bright side, their one YouTube video has 4 million hits now.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
So that's what
And
you gotta
YouTube
do
gets
if
all
you
the
wanna
fucking
blow
money.
up.
She finally fucking.
If you want to
gets all
blow
the
up,
money,
you
bro.
have to kill your girlfriend. Yeah, I guess. Maybe he does.
No, he doesn't get shit. He's a fucking murderer.
Hey, can you kill me so Little
don't
Snickers takes off?
Yeah, on the first video.
Oh, no.
That's what you call a American success story.
Damn.
Where we at, guard dog? God damn it, dude. I'm like a motherfucking bloodhound all the time.
You are.
Okay,
Wow,
RD,
man.
don't fucking
Damn.
ruin the illusion.
Dude, they should have put you on the Petito murder.
Matt, what time is it?
Sarge, where were you at on the body?
Oh, yeah, dude. God damn, dude. So they got the feller. I'm gonna call my mom and be like,
No.
no, they got the lady. They got the lady. Did they say she was pretty bruised up then?
I mean, murdered by a human, not an
murdered.
animal.
Clearly
right?
murdered.
It was a run by footing.
Well, but were there any you know what's dude, my brain is absolutely shutting off. Witnesses.
No, I don't believe so. But there's a few people that have
rest
saw
my case.
the
They have a bear in costume.
the boyfriend was like hitchhiking in like a TIFF.
Yes, I heard about
after,
this.
And like a couple picked him up, and then he got out abruptly.
Because they were heading towards
Wait,
where
a couple did
Yeah.
pick him up.
A
Yeah.
couple picked him up, and then they said he was weird.
they said we're going to like Teton National Forest, and he was like, "Oh, I can't go there.
Yeah, so
You better let me out
jumped
here."
That's
And,
so funny because they're
yeah.
probably about to pick him up and like he could be a murderer. And like, come on, he's a hitchhiker.
What are the chances? He's a nature lover.
His name's Brian. He's a murderer. Okay.
Dude, that must be the weirdest energy if some guy just murdered their girlfriend. Like, thanks for the ride. Dude, and he's probably checking his YouTube like, fuck.
You guys got any Dave Matthews Band on that thing?
Crazy how
And, they found the body because another van life family had footage of their van at a certain place at a certain time.
That's van on van surveillance?
Yeah, when they all came
Wow.
together to find out
van
where the
lifers-
body was.
Van lifers spotted out.
Yes, their drone had like footage of the van that they saw on the
What are
news.
people fucking doing? So they were droning out of a van?
I guess wait,
That's
what?
espionage, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
a
If
federal
they're in a
offense.
national park, that is a federal offense. National
Yeah.
forest, maybe not.
This is the real crime.
Let's get those motherfuckers to help solve the case.
Fuck this guy. Yeah, let's bring them into justice.
All right, let's call it a draw.
They probably will end up getting some kind of fine for that drone footage now.
They better.
Oh, no.
Nah,
I bet
you think they'll get it? Someone will probably squash it.
Dude, there's always some fucking dickhead.
That should be the rule now. Like,
DA.
all right, if there's a murder on there, you're not in trouble.
Well, it should be good too if that DA runs for like someone just throws the book at the guys with the drone, runs for political office. Like, you fucking find a drone guy who solved a murder, and you're like, dude, I had a fucking
Rules are rules.
prosecution rate, dude. Yeah, exactly. Rules are fucking rules. We need a hardcore rule meister to come back. We need a hard rule. Let's go to the page, dudes. You guys fucking rule, dude.
Yeah.
Put all the
man.
shit out.
Oh, hell
Put the
yeah.
shit out to the boys, dude.
Little stinkers.
Stinkers, obviously.
Just started the Patreon. Check that out on YouTube and iTunes and all that shit. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Johnny Delco.
Yeah, Little Snickers again. If you like hearing about fucked up people who do fucked up shit, who also happen to be very funny, I think you'll enjoy Little Stinkers. And yeah, keep checking out that meet if you're already on there.
Yeah, you guys fucking rule. Thank you so
This
much.
is the
man.
best.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having me,
very
buddy.
much, man.